As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble.
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
Son of a bitch. He stole my life.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Welcome back to the Shop by Shop podcast. We have not only a great episode for you today, we have a great debate coming, and that is because what might end up being the highest grossing rated R movie of all time, Deadpool and Wolverine, has just dropped. But if there's one thing we don't do, it's agree on this movie. We brought in, please welcome back the one and only Cash the Butcher from the Film Scoop podcast. You might recognize him from our Batman Ranked episode. If you haven't watched that, you should check that out. We brought him back because we strongly disagree on Deadpool and Wolverine. Me and Cash enjoyed the movie. Oscar and Ryan, not so much. Me and Cash are excited to talk about what we loved about this movie, and Oscar and Ryan are excited to tell you how much they absolutely hated it, with Oscar's one and only half-star rating. But before we get back into it, Cash, why don't you introduce yourself for those of you who might not have seen our Batman episode or your show, The Film Scoop?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I have a podcast called The Film Scoop, and we upload every Tuesday. And that's the main thing I do here on the internet. And as Alex said, I really enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'm excited to talk about it because maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe somebody can convince me why I'm so stupid. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
Nice. Yeah, we have, like we're saying, very divisive opinions on this. So let's get right into it. So Cash, you're our guest. Why don't you start us off? What did you like overall about Deadpool and Wolverine?
Okay. So yeah, I gave it a 4-star, and it's my number 3 of the year. And to some people, I guess that sounds a little crazy, but I think I'm at a point now where I watch movies and I can appreciate certain movies for technical aspects. And, you know, I enjoy watching more prestigious films, but I can also just kind of turn my brain off and have fun, which I know a lot of people don't like the whole turn your brain off thing. But for me, I'm not lying about how I feel about Deadpool and Wolverine. When I've seen it twice now, and both times I'm sitting there and I'm having a great time. And I'm aware that the movie sort of exists solely to be fan service, but that doesn't really bother me because I feel like that's what you're signing up for. If you don't want that, then just don't see it. That's okay. It's not for everybody, but for like a comic book nerd like me, I think I just love the characters of Deadpool and Wolverine too much to not enjoy it. And I think that they get those two characters very right. I love what they did with Wolverine. I'm not a fan of everything they did with like referencing Logan and the stuff at the beginning. And I think there's some things that they did that sort of makes it a little messy in connection with Logan. But in terms of how I assume we're talking about spoilers here already, right? Okay.
Yeah,
We're real quick. We're going to be spoiling the whole film. If you haven't seen the film yet, add this to your watch later or whatever, and come back when you've seen the film, because we are just going to get right into spoilers and spoil everything.
Save yourself. Don't watch it. Just listen to this video.
But yeah, how they went to a different timeline and found a Wolverine that was a drunk and was very depressed because he's made all these mistakes, and like how it's sort of a redemption arc for him. And I really enjoyed that. And I think the comedy really works too. Obviously, when you're throwing out a joke every 8 seconds, there's going to be some that don't land. But for the most part, the bickering and the shit talking between Deadpool and Wolverine, I think, is really funny. I like the cameos that they did. I'm a big fan of Blade, and I think Gambit's just a scene stealer. I feel like there's going to be like a crowd fund for a Gambit movie now with Channing Tatum, just because everyone's in love with him. And I don't love, I guess, how they ended off the movie with the cameo characters. It feels like that was sort of left kind of up in the air, and like we don't really get a proper send off for them. But I also think that the movie, the story isn't great. There's some inconsistencies. There's character choices, like specifically at the beginning where Deadpool gives up because the Avengers didn't accept him. I feel like it was a little out of character with who Deadpool's been in the other two movies. It doesn't feel like how he would handle that. But I do feel like the movie does a good job balancing fan service and comedy with trying to create an emotional arc with Deadpool and Wolverine. And I feel like it's not the most thematically deep movie, but it's also not just like soulless junk to me. I feel like they did try, and it's going to work for some people, and I'm one of those people. So I also think the music's pretty nuts. I'm a sucker for a good soundtrack, so that does a lot for me.
The music is good. Do you want to go next, Alex, or are we going into shitting about the movie now?
Why don't we let Oscar combat Cash's praise with his hatred of movies? Oscar is definitely the lowest on this movie of anyone, and probably some of the lowest on it of anyone on the internet. So take it away.
I can't say I was very much looking forward to this. The trailers weren't. I really didn't like the trailers at all. I think at the time I hadn't rewatched the Deadpool films in quite a while, so I went back and rewatched the first one and discovered that I really do not like the humor and Ryan Reynolds much anymore. Just really annoys me. I have nothing positive to say about this. That's why I gave it a half star, because there's no redeeming quality to the film for me. It's kind of everything that I think is wrong with the MCU at the moment. Meta humor is like, it's a really difficult thing to get right, and they just take like the biggest swing at it, and just every joke's like meta jokes, and they're making jokes about exposition and everything, and it's not good. And when you combine really awful meta jokes with the Deadpool humor, it's like the most unfunny thing in cinematic history. I think this decade so far, I have 3 films rated at a half star, so it's in my bottom 3 films of the decade, if that's where people are judging it. I think I have 2 other superhero films at a half star as well, one of them being X-Men Dark Phoenix, the other one being Fan Four Stick. So that's kind of the level we're talking here right now. And Sean Levy just cannot direct to save his life. I don't even know what to say about the direction. It was probably some of the worst outing from a director I've ever seen. He makes David Leitch look like a solidly decent director, and it's just like going back and watching them, comparing like the first and the third to the second. Like the second is just so far clear, and I don't even think it's a good film. Just so much better. It's just completely soulless, void of anything. It looks disgusting. The green screens and just the clash and the awful color grading is so bad. I didn't care for the cameos at all, because that's just where we're at. Just why are we still doing this? And I love Wesley Snipes, and he's one of the greatest castings in comic book history, and I don't know. I couldn't really care for anything. Yeah, this is just a whole nother level of horrendous. And I know people have been saying about, oh, this doesn't tarnish Logan's legacy. Oh, it's a completely different character. I do not care. Please shut up. That opening was, I just leave it. It's Wolverine and it's Hugh Jackman. It has some resemblance there. I just leave him dead, man. I don't know. I know Hugh Jackman's gone back and done it, but why? Just leave him alone, man. I have the same problem with the RDJ casting as well, which I'm sure may get brought up. But yeah, Alex, go back to you.
You've heard it, folks. The voice of positivity and happiness has spoken. But I didn't expect the half star from Oscar was no surprise. I am surprised that Ryan was so low on this, considering Ryan is a comic book movie fan. I didn't expect you to love it, but I'm surprised that
I'm a comic book movie fan. I just don't like bad films. Big difference.
Bro, Dark Phoenix and Fan Four Stick, bro. Like, come on, you're telling me this is worse than the Eternals? Like, there's so
the
much
definitely
worse.
better than or worse than the
Eternals
Eternals.
is so much better than this. How have you, Alex? How have you, of all people, are standing the Eternals? The Eternals is actually a solidly directed and visually good MCU film. What are you talking about?
Fest. There's so
But
many.
what you're forgetting though is that it's boring, and no one wants to watch it, even if it looks good.
I don't think it's that good, but it's one of the more visually interesting MCU films with actually a good director at the helm. Something that the MCU is very much starving of.
Entertaining movie.
This is so much better than Eternals.
Eternals.
Sorry, other way around. Eternals is so much better. Eternals is so much
we have
better.
two good characters.
Eternals is so much better.
We have two of the best comic book characters in history in this movie.
One of them is played by Ryan
Reynolds,
Reynolds,
care about in the
who is
Eternals.
about as funny as a potato.
Name me one character. Name me one character. Exactly, that's what I thought. You cannot name me
character. Suck. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
You can have the whole podcast.
I don't even think it was that good.
Type it on the keyboard. I know what you're thinking.
I'm trying to think of a character's name now. Gilgamesh. I think that was one of the characters' names.
Oh,
you made that
1
up.
out of 10.
All right, Ryan. Before I combat Oscar's insanity, or I guess we'll call it overreaction. Why don't you tell us why you did not love this movie as a comic book fan yourself?
I like well-made movies. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's fair to say.
Fake film. It's a fake film.
Oh, shots fired.
We're getting personal with this.
It's getting personal. It's getting heated.
I like Spider-Man 3. I'm just messing around. But if we're talking about quality, there's some questionable things in Spider-Man 3. But
there is nothing questionable about Spider-Man 3.
There's plenty questionable about it. And I love Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 is better, but
I take Spider-Man 3 over any MCU film any day.
It's not made by a director that makes like Hallmark bargain bin movies the whole of their career. Yeah, I mean, I don't even dislike Deadpool. I also rewatched the first two recently. First one I don't love as much as I used to, but I don't hate it by any means. I feel like it's clearly a passion project by him. I don't remember who the first director of the first one was, but it was hard to even get it made. Who was it?
Tim Miller, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It seemed. I mean, it was a low budget for a comic book movie, and it kind of seemed like a passion project. I don't love it, but it's not a terrible movie. And I rewatched 2 today. I actually still like that a lot. Like our Oscar was saying, I think 3 makes 2 look like a masterpiece in comparison. There's color, there's direction. It's actually quite funny at times. There's a lot of heart to the second one and some of the first one, I think, which this one was really missing. Particularly in that third act, I just felt nothing at all. When all those cameos were just coming in, I just wanted to die and leave. I'll go further than bottom 3 of the decade. This is one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh my God.
It is. It is.
This is extreme. This is extreme.
It is.
It's getting out of hand.
It is.
It's a bit offensive. I don't know. As I was just watching my childhood like walk out as one by one to like applaud, I was just watching all like my childhood superheroes. I was just getting sad rather than getting excited at the cameos. Like Blade's still getting mad at the motherfuckers try to ice skate uphill. That was. Can we stop, please? Just like repeating the lines. And I know they've done it in No Way Home. I'm like a No Way Home defender, but those they're not even cameos in that. I feel like they actually are part of the plot. They're actually part of like the final act of the film, whereas they kind of just killed off these people like 10 minutes after they came in. So yeah, I really wasn't a fan of the cameos. I just wasn't really a fan of the humor or really anything. I will give the two positives. I like dog poo. I thought the dog was cute.
That's your positive.
And
That's your positive. Fucking dog poo.
yeah, he was the MVP.
Not the opening scene.
Yeah,
That's
not
not
the
a
opening
positive.
scene, not the
Honestly, I
No.
don't hate the opening scene. Right, I don't hate that they done that to Logan's grave. I more hated that Daphne Keane came back because I feel like that does ruin the end of Logan.
Both awful.
The fact that they didn't go off to live on their own community and stuff. The fact that it's the same character, and at some point the TVA came over and like zapped her into this like empty wasteland. I think that ruins the end of Logan more than Hugh Jackman coming back, because I'd accepted that he was coming back like a year and a half before they even announced the movie. So
yeah, I wish she wouldn't
didn't
have
really have a big deal
announced
with it.
that it was the same version from Logan. Because in my head, I was just
Mhm.
assuming it was some alternate X-23 that wasn't in
Mhm.
Logan, and I had kind of peace of mind with that. And then she came out and said it's the same one from Logan, so it's like it kind of diminishes the ending of Logan, knowing that she ends up in the void like years later. Like, why is she in the void? Like, that's kind of stupid to me.
Well, it kind of had to be their own one, because
It's
then it wouldn't make
stupid.
sense that like ended up killing the universe, because if there was like multiple versions of those characters, that wouldn't really make sense, I guess.
Well, real quick, honestly, talking about the TVA, realistically, wouldn't then they have to get rid of the whole MCU, because the MCU has lost both of their anchor beings with Iron Man and Captain America. So therefore, wouldn't they just get rid of the whole MCU?
They were
The
meant
whole
to die. It
anchor
was
being
explained in
thing
Loki.
doesn't make sense to
It doesn't.
begin with,
Yeah.
because like they said, the Fox timeline's ending because Logan died, but there's been 2,000 years before Logan died where like who is the anchor being then? So obviously there's just going to be a new anchor being when Logan dies. So it falls in on itself if you think about it for too long. So just try not to.
The whole third act falls in itself if you think about it at all.
It all
I
falls in on
couldn't believe how
itself.
messy it was.
Only Marvel could make filming on location and actual sets look as bad as it does in this film.
I will give you that.
I think it looks that bad.
It's tragic.
It doesn't look that bad.
I
don't know. Like the Flash looks bad. Like that CGI is horrible.
Both look horrendous.
But,
But,
like,
I think it's more than just the CGI. Just Sean Levy has just got nothing to offer.
I liked some of the sets that they built. That set they built in Wolverine's head, I thought was really cool.
That was.
And
it was a cool set.
I like the street parts, because I think they've took the sets from Doctor Strange 3, because it's like the exact same streets from that. I don't know if they've just like repurposed those and remade them.
I liked the way that like street set looked like in the third act.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was cool.
Yeah.
And I also did not. I thought some of the songs were good. His use of needle drops is so bad. Just feels so out of place.
Funny.
It's better.
I know,
dropping Iris
some
Christ.
of them are like out of place because they're like completely contrasting, and like you get like the Britney Spears songs or whatever. But some of the other ones are just really, really bad.
Both of the Iris drops are so funny. At both times, I think
it's even worse when you get a really good song, and it still can't do anything.
Right,
the opening was alright. I was starting to think that it might actually be good after that opening scene, but
the opening scene was fire.
I knew I was going to hate it when
denying
it was. The opening was so good, and I absolutely hated the opening.
The opening.
I don't like how he's desecrating a man's grave. I don't really. That doesn't really sit right with me. But like, if you can just kind of move past it, it's really fun. It's just like it goes back to my thing where I wish they would have kept Logan separate and kind of just maybe like he shows up and he thinks he's alive. He sees the body and he's like, well, fuck, and then leaves. Maybe don't like destroy his skeleton. I mean, that'd be cool. But
there's a Philly rapper who did that in the music video.
Dug up a dude's grave and played with his bones.
He went to the cemetery, dug up his grave. They call him Mr. Disrespectful.
Holy shit.
Sanest Philly resident.
Oh, but you didn't let me get to my other positive for the film as well.
Alright,
Probably the biggest positive in any movie that's ever had in a sequel. TJ Miller was not in it.
Yeah. He's so annoying.
He is very bad in the other two Deadpools. And Transformers.
Mhm.
I'm so glad he died in like the first 10 minutes of Transformers because
His voice
God,
just
he's
annoys
so
me
annoying.
so much.
Yeah. And his lines, I mean, I don't know if it's him to blame that his lines are so bad because he's probably reading a script, but I assume some of it's improv. And his
It's
jokes are
definitely
not very
improv.
good.
All right, Ryan, do you have anything else to add in your introduction to the film?
No, you can go ahead. I'm done.
All right. So, as you all know, I normally like to talk more about more artistic films, more award movies. So, a lot of you are probably curious why I like this film. And that's because at the end of the day, as much as I love, Scorsese and Fellini and Wong Kar-wai and all of those directors, these are still the films that I grew up on. Superhero movies are still mostly the movies that got me into movies. And, I did grow up on these films. And I don't watch every film the same way. And when I go into a film like this, I'm not watching it the same way I would something from Wong Kar-wai, let's say. And I really was just here for the fan service and cameos. Like, I just want, Logan's a character I grew up with. I read Deadpool comics as a kid. Like, I like and care about these characters. And if this was the same movie with characters that were new to us or characters I didn't already have prior attachment to, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it near as much. But I do already have, attachment to these characters. And, I'm both going to praise this film and build it up, rip it to shreds as we're talking about it, because I do have plenty of criticisms about it. But at the same time, this movie it's a rated R movie. It's made for the older MCU fans like us. Keep in mind that Oscar is a child and didn't grow up on all of these movies. Like things like when
I did.
Chris Evans, what'd you say?
I did.
Keep in mind things like when Chris Evans shows up and they're like, oh, he's gonna say it. Like in my head, I know. I'm like, flame on. Like, and they kind of make like us who kind of grew up on those movies an insider. Like Ben Affleck's Daredevil, I acknowledge is a terribly made movie. But growing up, that was literally like, if you asked me my favorite movie ever, it would have been in my top 10, maybe top 5 at a time. Like I grew up on all of these terrible movies. Like I loved Wesley Snipes' Blade. I remember
That is not a bad film. Do not throw that in with bad films. The Blade films are good.
I love Wesley Snipes' Blade.
No, but you were just talking about bad
it.
films, like throwing you in the Daredevil. The Blade films are so good.
Oh, no, you're right. No, I don't think Blade films are bad movies, but like Fantastic Four is not great. Daredevil's not great.
Wait. Fantastic Four is a banger.
They're not good. They're fine.
Hell yeah.
It's a shitty
The
banger.
casting in those films, I think, carry it. I think the casting's great in the Fantastic Four films.
What's not to love? But
yeah.
And there's what's the one I'm forgetting? Like Gambit was one of my favorite characters in the cartoon, one of my favorite characters in the comics. Like I wanted that Channing Tatum Gambit movie for years and thought it would actually get made. So like there was a lot of excitement for me, like actually seeing that come to life. And I like how they did like the wasteland of like the forgotten dead Marvel franchises. So I did like that part of the movie. I think, I just like I said, I'm here for fan service. I'm not here for themes or good writing. Like I agree the script is complete dog shit, obviously. Like most MCU scripts are complete dog shit. I know what I'm getting into, and I'm not going to nitpick plot holes because it's comic book storylines. There are some really well written ones, but like they're normally very simple. And I'm just, at the end of the day, like Cash said, here to kind of turn my brain off and enjoy a film with the characters who I already do like. I think there are some very weak scenes, and I think it has the problem of in between the needle drops and in between the action, there are some really terrible films. But a big thing for me always growing up with these films was the costumes. Like, I always cared very much about seeing the costumes in live action. So for me, just getting to see, we're eventually going to get to see a comic accurate Wolverine. We knew when MCU bought Fox, and it just felt wrong for that first Wolverine on-screen costume to be anyone besides Hugh Jackman. And I understand like the argument of like Logan's legacy and all that, but it just felt right that the first time we see that costume, it's Hugh Jackman, and for me, that was worth the price of admission. That was
It
like
looks so bad. That CGI mask was awful. When you first put that on,
fire, bro. Come on, you cannot tell me.
It was awful. It was so
even
jarring.
loved
Like the face. It was so jarring.
There's like one shot where the mask looks bad. When they jump out of the bus at the back of the bus, it looks bad. But
it's like when he puts it
no,
on,
but that's not the mask though. He's got a full CGI model,
and it looks so bad.
Fortnite lobby.
It looks all right when it's afterwards, but at the beginning it looks so bad.
But even without the mask, like his actual suit looks so good.
Yeah,
I agree.
I was so upset when they jumped out the window and turned into CGI models, because that was like the one sliver of like almost a good scene that he had doing like the old boy like shot, and then they just ruined it at the end.
I've seen so many people shitting on that scene.
That was my favorite part of the movie.
Really?
It felt like a Sega Genesis game to me. Like, it felt, like I said, when I watch these movies, like, I'm here for the cameos. I'm here for, like, a reunion more than, like, a good story. Like, and I just wanted to bring me back to my childhood and make me, like, I'm watching this thinking, what would I think about this movie if I was 8 years old? Like, I'm trying to watch it with my 8-year-old POV when I watch a movie like this. And, yeah, like, it felt like a Sega Genesis side-scroller game. And I grew up playing, like, all different side-scroller video games. So I love that. I love that scene. I thought it was fucking awesome.
All
I enjoyed
the
it a lot.
Deadpools were really annoying. I didn't like that.
I enjoyed it. It's like there's so many different variants of these characters in the comic books, and I understand, like, it's fan service stuff. I get why they're doing it. But,
Did you guys hear Matthew McConaughey?
I did know he was in
I didn't know it was him until I saw the cast. Because he was kind of doing like a weird voice, but yeah, it was cool that he's in it.
So I think this movie is a satire of what the MCU has become, and a lot of people feel like it's a movie that's becoming what it's criticizing, and I get that. But for me, I felt like it's kind of like a parody, and it's just indulging in all the MCU flaws to kind of show how ridiculous they are to a degree. That's how I felt about it. So I know a lot of people felt like it was just MCU, but I enjoyed, like, I thought it really did, like, make fun of and call out. Like, the movie's very self-aware. There's no denying that it's very self-aware of what it is. And I think that I'll put it this way, if they keep doing this approach in other movies, I'm not going to enjoy it as much. But for this one, the way they kind of made a parody of it, I did think was fitting for what Deadpool is.
Made a parody and then just did exactly what it was making fun of.
That's what
Scream does. Like, that's what most parodies.
No. But Scream does it well.
But that's just like your opinion saying that one's good and one's bad.
A parody literally is that.
I know, but it's just not funny. But I feel like there's sections of parody, and then we're kind of switching tones, and it's going a bit more serious, and then we're kind of back to parody, and then when it's in the serious bits, it's doing the exact problems of what the parody bits are saying. It doesn't. It's
you know what is funny?
The whole exposition jokes with Matthew McFadden's character. Oh my god.
You know what is funny? Picturing Oscar and Ryan in the theater with just a dead serious face the entire time.
You know that Homelander meme? The Homelander meme of him in the theater just sat there like, with the lights flicking. That was just me the entire time.
That's the thing, is comedy is so subjective that, like, if someone doesn't find the movie funny, there's really no way around that. Like, it's for some people and it's not for some people. So if you don't think it's funny, you're probably not going to enjoy the movie. But for me, I feel like when I watch a comedy, and I feel like a lot of people do this, if I turn on a comedy, the only thing I really care about is laughing. If it's funny, I don't care if it's the most dog shit plot, the most dog shit cinematography. I don't care. If it's funny, it's doing its job. And I can give it, if it's funny enough, I'll give it a 5-star. And I feel like some people, for some reason, like, if it's a superhero movie, they forget that, like, Deadpool is a comedy. Like, it's comedy first, action second, drama third. And when I go into a Deadpool movie, I'm going into a comedy and everything else is bonus. So I find the movie really funny. So it's a good comedy for me and I'll give it a 4-star. But if someone doesn't find it funny, then that's kind of it. Like you're not going to enjoy the rest. But I do feel like if people do think it's funny and have a good time watching it because they think it's funny, then like plot holes and bad cinematography and stuff shouldn't really affect their grade as much. And I'm not saying you guys are, because it seemed like you guys don't really like the comedy, and that's kind of the main reason you don't like the movie. But I do think that there are some people who actually do like the comedy, but don't want to admit that they like it because it's a pretty shitty movie overall. But you know, that's kind of how I see it. I like to just kind of like Grown Ups 2, one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it's really funny, so I like it, and I give it like
Grown
a
Ups 1 is superior.
3.5 star. Oh, I said Grown Ups 2 because Grown Ups 2 is bad. Grown Ups 1 is
really
really
funny.
Quick story.
For me, I'm just like balancing out everything, and that'll be my rating. So if like one thing's up here, one thing's down here, the rating's going to be in the middle.
Quick story. Mentioned Grown Ups. When I was in a screenwriting class once, I forget what rule of screenwriting he said to us, but he was basically teaching us something that every script did, like plot wise. And he said, "Name me one movie that doesn't do this." And every single kid could not name one movie. And I sit there and I went, "Grown Ups 1." And the teacher's sitting there. He's like, "Wow." He's like, "You're the first person to name a movie that truly has not even a shred of a plot." Like the characters have zero.
And Grown Ups 2 is even worse. In terms of plot, it has no plot. The plot of Grown Ups 2 is they go to a party. That's the entire.
Oh yeah,
that's the entire plot.
Is Grown Ups 2 the one with the tire?
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
the big
Yeah,
Jack wearing a wig. Yeah.
Oh god,
that's a movie
those
right there.
films. I haven't seen them in a while.
I feel like, I don't know, personally for me, like the best comedies balance all the like the drama and the action and stuff though. I feel like I need like at least like a baseline of like some quality to just like ignore it and like enjoy the comedy. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like when we have movies like Twisters and like Top Gun Maverick, like you don't go into those and just say like, oh, like the action was so good but it wasn't well made, because it is well made. Like we have these movies that are like have a baseline of,
There are action movies that I would say are terrible movies that I like simply because of the action. Give me a minute.
Give me an example.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me consult Letterboxd.
Yeah, I don't know. This one was just. I feel like the other ones balance the like emotional stuff with the comedy so much. Like Deadpool 2. Like the stuff with Vanessa is really good, even though they ruined that at the end of the movie, and then she just reappears at the start of this.
I love Deadpool 2. I hate that they faked. I hate fake deaths. Anytime you do a fake death,
I'm with you.
I'm out on that. And that was such a great decision too. Like that was a ballsy move at the beginning of Deadpool 2, killing her, and then they just bring her back, and it's like, come on, man.
Honestly, I'll say that's one of my biggest issues with this one is I think they butchered that relationship. It was such a strength to the first film. Going in the second film, they didn't handle it perfectly, but it was still like there. Like this is the first Deadpool movie you're watching, you would never care about that character, that relationship, even a little bit. I think they handled that. It doesn't feel like a Deadpool 3 at all. Like it truly, I feel like abandons everything that the first two films were building towards. And I don't like how it completely butchered that relationship. I do think that's a big flaw in the movie.
It's interesting that you said it doesn't feel like Deadpool 3, because people in interviews keep asking Ryan Reynolds and calling the movie Deadpool 3, and he's like, it's not Deadpool 3, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, really? He's like, we haven't made Deadpool 3. So, and he hasn't said they will make it, but he's saying this isn't Deadpool 3. So that's interesting that you said that.
I didn't know that, but yeah, totally.
Please let it end.
And I agree. They did butcher that storyline. And because it starts with the whole like him giving up thing, which I've already said I don't like. But then she like leaves him because of the same reason pretty much that she left him in Deadpool 2. They kind of just did the same thing twice. And it's like, what was Deadpool 2 for then if we're just doing it again? Very odd.
The whole movie is kind of just a repeat of Deadpool 2. Like by the end of Deadpool 2, he's like made a family and learned how to not work on his own. And I feel like that's just what this movie is doing again, except they've like scrapped all the family that he earned in the second one at the start. And I feel like you're saying with the stuff with the parody, I feel like I don't know. They could have done some cool stuff with the TVA where it was like, if they were like trying to be an R rating and like TVA could have been like Disney trying to like suppress them. But like, I feel like they just kind of abandoned that and going to once again to the Wasteland. It's just kind of cameos and it's kind of plotless.
And I do think the R
and
did a terrible job with. Like, it's not like they totally Disneyed down the R rating. Like, it's literally just sex jokes. Aside from that, there's nothing that pushes an R rating in this movie besides like a couple like sex jokes that aren't appropriate for younger kids. Like, it in terms of like the violence and like the action, like it's a very tame R rating.
Yeah, I agree. And because I keep thinking about Deadpool 2 and like the opening scene of Deadpool 2 when he's in like Japan. First of all, that scene's fucking awesome. I don't care what anyone says, with the Dolly Parton song and like the visuals of Japan and the lighting and everything.
There's a split diopter in that scene.
Yeah, the split diopter too. Like he pans around and all the ninjas are. That scene's fucking awesome. Forget what I was about to say. With oh yeah, the violence. He cuts a dude's head off, and it just like slides off.
You're
Yeah, and they do that in Logan too when he's at like the. Well, he does that a lot in Logan. Actually, there's a couple times he cuts people's heads off, but they don't really do much with like gory action in Deadpool and Wolverine. And they keep, like you said, the comedy they keep pretty just like sex jokes, gay jokes. It's pretty much making fun of Disney. But like I remember in Deadpool 2, he was making some jokes about the kid, Fire Fist, forgot his name, but like they were making jokes with him that was like pushing it, like pretty fucked up jokes in terms of his like orphanage he's at. But they didn't really go as hard as they did in the past one, which makes sense. But there were things that I was surprised like Disney allowed them to get made fun of so much. It was sort of surprising, like when Deadpool's like, "Welcome to the MCU. You came in at a bit of a low point." I thought that was really funny, and like admitting you're at a low point is a cool move. Being self-aware.
I agree. Real quick, Ryan, I found a film that is terrible plot and writing wise. That is a banger because of the action, but you're absolutely gonna hate this reply.
Go ahead.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
It's amazing.
That's actually kind of valid. That's not an action, I guess.
That's a banger.
Not a bad film.
Banger. The action's fire.
No, it's shit, but like the action is good.
I'd take it over Homecoming.
I'll take it over Homecoming, Far From Home. Maybe Spider-Man 3. I know Ryan's probably
No, you're pushing it too far now.
And also way over The Amazing Spider-Man 1.
It makes all the same mistakes as Spider-Man 3 and even more. So like as a baseline, it's below that by default.
They're both high, low movies, but I think the highs are higher, but the lows are also lower.
I really can't think of many movies where they're really bad, but the action makes it a good movie. I don't know if action's enough. Like if the story and the characters are bad, I don't know if action would like.
I'm trying to have a
make
think actually.
Movie.
There's not as many as I thought now that I'm consulting.
Comedy is that way though. Like comedy can save a movie.
I agree. Like Adam Sandler's a perfect example. Like Happy Gilmore is one of my movies ever. Like it's I guess it's good character wise, but like or Billy Madison.
They're not bad made movies.
Billy Madison is such a dumb movie, but it's hilarious.
Have you seen Observe and Report?
I have not.
I love Observe, dude. I always recommend that to people. It's like Taxi Driver as a comedy. It's fucking hilarious.
I've never even heard of it.
It's Seth Rogen playing a mall security guard, and he takes his job way too seriously. And it's
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Oh, that's all I need.
Paul Blart Mall Cop is a terrible movie.
I hate that movie.
Now that
I don't like Kevin James unless he's in Grown Ups. That's like the only one.
Facts, dead facts.
He's not funny.
That's fair. Yeah.
No, that's a half-star movie. That is a movie that deserves a half a star.
What is it?
It's not half a star.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Blart.
Not that bad.
Paul Blart 2 maybe.
Nah, that's not half a star.
I don't think I saw 2. I saw 1, and that was enough. I didn't want to keep going.
Oh dear.
But I do like in this movie how, truthfully, like, that Marvel did need a success here. Like, this is the only movie they were releasing this year. They obviously know they're at rock bottom. Like they said, it's a low point, and they really did need a hit here. And I do like how, like, Deadpool thinks he's the savior. Like, I hate that. I totally agree with Cash. Like, I hate that he wants to be an Avenger. Like, it feels so out of character for Deadpool. Like, he didn't want to be an X-Men, and then all of a sudden he wants to be an Avenger so badly. Like, it's so anti what the character is. So I do hate that writing decision they made. But I do like how he thinks he's the savior. I think that's hilarious, and it's like, that's very in character.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, the scripts, I'll tell you this, I hate a lot of the Wade Wilson scenes. Like, that the first act after the opening scene, when we go to, like, the hotel,
CarMax.
Yeah, like the CarMax into, like, the party at his
Oh,
house.
so bad.
It feels like, I always say, like, half of writing is living and, like, actually, like, experiencing things to write about. And it just feels like middle-aged Hollywood writers who have really boring lives and go to these boring parties where they have nothing to talk about. And they're like, oh, let's put this from our own lives into it, since our own lives are so boring. And it's just like, why is this in the movie? Like, this is the most boring, painful scene to watch. And it doesn't make you care about the relationships at all. If anything, it makes you care about them less. So I thought those scenes were atrocious in every way, shape.
Why does every
the opening
blockbuster of,
scene
like, the
was-
last 3 years have a car ad in the middle of it?
Oh my
god.
Because car ads are awesome.
Advertising, my friend.
And it's cheap to
We've
film.
had Godzilla X Kong. That was hilarious, and Barbie as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just about a movie the last few years.
That Godzilla X Kong one is so funny. I can't believe it actually did that. It's so stupid.
I wanted to walk out when I was watching Blade and Elektra and Deadpool in a car ad, like, driving through this, like, empty wasteland. Like, that was the final straw for me in the movie.
Honestly, if we talk about how fucking awesome the cameos were, though, like, Elektra coming out, it's like, who expected Elektra?
How is Elektra awesome?
Elektra was announced like a year ago. Everybody knew
Electra's,
that.
I defend this
I don't
movie.
know.
Elektra's not cool. No one gives a
No.
fuck about Elektra. No one gave a fuck about Elektra in 2003. They definitely don't care now.
She's in 03 Daredevil, so she's kind of cool by default, just because she's in one of the most underrated masterpieces of comic book cinema.
I got excited
Imagine
when I
they brought
saw
out
her because I thought it meant
Valkyrie
Ben
Catwoman.
Affleck was about to
Would've
come
been
out, and then he never came out. And I was like,
That's my
"What?"
biggest criticism of the movie. That's my biggest criticism. I was waiting for him the whole. Actually, when before we see Chris Evans' face, I actually thought that was going to be Daredevil, and I was so excited. And I was so mad when they made the joke about Daredevil being gone, and I realized he wasn't going to be in the movie, because I was hoping the whole time when I sat in that theater that I was going to see Ben Affleck Daredevil. That was a fumbling.
They could have revealed him with "Wake Me Up" playing and him doing his little rope pull, putting on his suit, like instant 5-star. I don't care what anyone says. That was perfect. And there was rumors that he was on set, and I wonder if he was gonna be in the movie and they decided not to since it leaked, or like maybe he was just visiting as a friend. I don't know, but he should have been in the movie because Elektra without Daredevil isn't very cool. But Blade and Gambit, fucking awesome. I mean, that Gambit suit too is crazy. I love the Gambit costume.
When I saw that card come out flip, I was just like, oh shit, Gambit. And I didn't think Channing Tatum. Like, I thought it was going to be X-Men Origins Wolverine Gambit. So I was thinking like, wow, it's a little early for the cameo. Like, I thought all the X-Men would go up at some point. But when I saw the card flip, because he's one of my favorite characters from like the comics and the cartoon who like never got a movie. So I saw the card flip. I was so.
Yeah, he's a scene stealer for sure. He's
I had
all
no
over
idea
TikTok
that
from leaks.
he had any relations before to playing Gambit, so I just saw Channing Tatum and kind of gave in.
That's
He
like
got
the
for like
biggest
10
fail
years
for
straight.
casting.
He was really annoying me. I'm not gonna lie.
He got the most laughs.
What?
I don't mind him.
Oh my god, he was so funny. And
He
then
was funny.
Deadpool not understanding a word he's saying.
Yeah.
Who's your dialect coach? The fucking minion? That's awesome. I love that shit so much.
And come on, we had Wesley Snipes like come out on as the beat was dropping with like the most stone cold stare. It was fucking
That's
awesome.
only
wasn't
because
good.
he's like
That
the
was not good.
greatest casting in comic book history.
I agree. It was fucking awesome.
Greatest
That's
casting.
only because he's Wesley Snipes.
Do we need to?
Oh.
Should we debate about this too? Greatest
Debate about
casting in comic book history: Blade,
All right,
Wesley
I'll
Snipes.
Oh, yeah.
No
Wesley-
way.
Maybe top 5.
Yeah, it's definitely top 5. It's definitely top 5.
I mean, obviously, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is probably one.
RDJ,
That
I'd say.
Toby.
I'm not even a big Iron Man guy, and it's got to be RDJ for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's
that's for sure.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I'm trying to think.
honestly
That's
Ryan
like an
Reynolds is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds
No.
who could be better Deadpool than Ryan Reynolds.
I'd agree. If you're talking about like perfect for the character,
Yep.
Deadpool, Wolverine, Iron Man.
It's Blade.
Tobey Maguire.
I mean,
I
for
think
me,
Blade and Wolverine probably for me.
for
I'm
me,
trying to
Robert
think who
Pattinson.
else.
But we don't have to.
Yeah,
Get into
yeah, definitely.
Robert Pattinson.
that. Oh,
up
y'all
there.
agree? Hell
I
yeah!
do.
Pattinson's up
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
Let's go.
Hold
Because some
on, I
people
got-
shit on his Bruce Wayne, so I don't. Because people think Bruce Wayne
Still
has to
think
be.
Blade might be my favorite.
Which one would you say, Oscar?
I still think Blade might be my favorite though.
Hold on,
I
there's
love Wesley Snipes.
a really good one we forgot. I just need to double check something.
Michael Fassbender's up there, but I don't know if he's
Yeah,
destined to play that
Fassbender's
character
great.
in that case. But
Jeep Swenson as Bane and Batman and Robin. That is the most perfectly comic book.
Arnie.
We're only talking heroes though, right?
I was about to say Heath Ledger if we're talking
Yeah, I
villains,
mean,
but
Villains makes it
Yeah.
a hard conversation though.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Heroes.
Bane and Batman and Robin. Oh, the memories.
Trying to think if we're forgetting anyone who's like perfectly casted. Honestly, Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
It's fine.
yeah,
I don't
would-
think you can go.
Top 5 though.
Yeah.
Who am I? I know I'm forgetting someone. It's driving me nuts.
I mean, I think Patrick Stewart's a little slept on.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think Chris Evans as Johnny Storm is better casting than him as Captain America.
Disagree.
I agree. At least at the time.
It's just hard to compare, I guess, because we got like 2 movies versus like 10.
True.
So he's a lot more Captain America in my head just because I've seen him in more stuff. But
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't hate it. I
Who
don't
plays
like
Reed
the
Richards in Fantastic Four? Again,
I
he's
forgot
pretty
his
perfect.
name.
Reed Richards
Mr.
in
Fantastic?
Fantastic Four.
His name's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ian Gruffold or something.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
Yeah,
pronounce
yeah.
it.
Honestly,
He's pretty perfect.
Jack Earl Haley as Rorschach in Watchmen.
There you go.
That's,
That's number 5 right there.
that is,
You're locked in here with me. That's my fucking shit right there.
He's got such a good voice,
my
man.
God.
We need him back.
Wait, who's this?
Watchmen, Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Oh, I've never seen Watchmen.
Oh, you're missing out on one of the best comic book movies of all time.
You would
It's Zack
there's
Snyder.
a chance you actually like Watchmen.
It's the best.
Watchmen's
Zack
a
Snyder-
really good.
It's mad.
Well, after BVS, yes, it's the best after BVS. Ultimate
That's
Edition, cock rip edition.
They're probably bad.
No, Watchmen's actually good. Like you don't have to be a Zack Snyder fan.
I do need
like
to
Watchmen.
watch it.
I watched
if
the
you're
director's
tired of
cut and
the
I didn't
whole-
like it.
I don't like the Black Freighter animated stuff they put in the like Ultimate cut.
Yeah, I
but
just found
other
out that
than
that's
that-
not in the main movie.
Yeah, I don't like
So
that.
I may
stuff,
actually
but-
give the theatrical cut a watch.
But yeah, it's so different from other comic book movies. It doesn't have all the typical tropes. It's sort of like a deconstruction of it. So
True.
if you're tired of comic book movies, it's probably like the perfect thing to watch right now.
and one of the greatest graphic novels of all time. Like I've read the actual graphic novel, and it's by far one of the best. Like it's genuinely like high art, I would call it. Like in terms of
I'm like
it's one
halfway
of the
through.
best art. That's bad. That's fire. Who else are we forgetting?
Jessica Alba, maybe
Yes.
number 1.
Art a great. Scarlett Johansson is a perfect Black Widow too. Like she's as perfect as it could get. I mean, maybe she doesn't have the accent. I say maybe she has the accent, then that maybe takes her out of the top 5. But
Kevin
honestly,
Conroy,
also
if
Canada, shout out
that
to
counts.
Pyro. Sorry, which one did you say?
Kevin Conroy, if that counts.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking voices, he might even be one.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Pyro. That was my guy. They kind of did him dirty in this film, but like that was my guy. I used to have the.
They do him dirty in every movie.
They do.
Yeah.
But he's such a fire cat. No, an X-Men.
Well, he's good in Days of Future Past.
But he's like, those dangerous mutants you hear about on the news. I'm the worst one. But
oh dear.
I'm also convinced no one actually listens to my MCU criticisms because my number one issue with the MCU is the way they use music. And there was at least some good music in this. And I think part of why I liked it is because my expectations for Marvel have become so low that I definitely enjoyed this more. So, like, just seeing that there were some good, like, the AC/DC, like, scene, like, that was well cut to the music. And, like, just seeing some good music uses made me like this so much more.
Yeah.
I've got a counter to that
I love the music.
because the finale when they're, like, holding each other together to, like, save the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was just a mess in general.
That didn't work.
I did not like the music in that. That's a case where it would have benefited from an actual score that they made for the film, and that's something that the MCU just doesn't do at all anymore.
It was like half score, half song. They did that like trailer type amplification of
What's
it.
the best MCU score, not soundtrack?
Guardians.
Probably Wakanda Forever. That's only because it's Ludwig.
Guardians.
I'll give you that one. It's
probably the score or soundtrack?
Score.
No, or even everyone thinks of the Guardians.
It's Guardians either way.
Guardians.
Oh, Black Panther.
It does.
Black Panther's the best score.
It does.
I think.
Fire.
I think the Guardians theme is the best theme, but I think overall score is Wakanda Forever.
You're probably right.
Wait,
I probably that.
Guardians has a. I can't even think of the Guardians theme.
Yeah.
That's not ringing a bell.
It's
and it only
Get Your Love
use it
their
once
theme, as far as I'm concerned.
Criminal.
But what's it called? Fire score. No Way Home. Giacchino cooked with that too. I'm not saying it's the best, but he cooked.
I don't remember that.
I don't even remember it.
That's probably how most of them are. The only one I can genuinely remember is Wakanda Forever.
So honestly, one of my biggest criticisms of this film and just MCU films is that they handle every story beat the same fucking way. They do this thing where like they build up the underscore, and underscores are terrible. They're as generic as they can be. They build them up and then they like cut it for like a brief pause in the music, and then they like drop for the story beat. And they do it for every story beat of the film, and it gets so repetitive. It's one of my biggest issues with this film, and like I know most people don't notice it, but like I can't not notice it, and it's so fucking repetitive and lazy. They handle every story beat the same way.
Did this even have a score?
Yeah, and I'm saying they use this all like the generic underscores in every MC. They build it up, then cut for like a moment, pause, and then they drop the music. But it's like normally not drop. But the techno theme where like the cameos are walking out, that one score was fire for this one.
I liked how they mixed when they pull up to the Ant-Man thing with the crew and they're about to fuck shit up. They mixed the T.I. song with the score. I thought it was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been listening to that song a lot.
That one worked. I agree with you.
I could not remember it.
What's it called?
Bring them out. Bring them out. That one.
What's it called though? Also, some of the fights, like the cameo fight scene, is disappointing. Like there was honestly, the blade action was the only one that really worked. They do like this thing where like they mix slow motion with fast motion, and like there was a lot of shaky cam action, but they love to like this like stutter like fast motion to like kind of disguise the stuff. I thought it looked terrible. Like I thought some of those fights were weak. The speed ramping worked, I thought, in the Deadpool versus Wolverine fight. The car fight was pretty good. The opening I thought was fire, and I love the side scroller one. But then some of the other fights I did think were a little. And why don't they use the swords? Every Deadpool movie, all three of them, Like, they should have gone way more samurai heavy with the swords. X-Men Origins Wolverine still has the best Deadpool fight scene.
It doesn't have when you have a director that can't shoot action to save his life.
But I'm saying that the first fight in X-Men Origins Wolverine where he cuts the bullet is still the best Deadpool fight scene.
You think that?
Dude, that scene's
better
fire.
than the opening of Deadpool 2?
Yes.
No.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen
They
Origins.
make fun
in
of
a
that
while.
scene in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I
Yeah,
can't
he gets shot up.
Bullets.
There's one of the end scene, which was atrocious. But the early one where he cuts the bullet and he's not in, like, when he's still Wade Wilson, he's not, like, the mouth shut. That one.
All I remember is him, like, cutting the bullets, and then that was kind of it.
Down the elevator and he's, like, flipping the swords like a helicopter, and then, like, just slicing them up, and then he turns around in slow motion, just slices the bullet in half. Like, that was sick.
Yeah, but that's all I remember from that entire fight was him cutting the bullets.
They have
with the sword.
Origins
That
at
was, like, all I
1 star.
That is a shitty banger. As a kid, that was one of my favorite movies. Also, that
Will.i.am is in that film. I did
Same.
not realize that.
He was, what's his name?
That
He was
one's
Teleporter.
The guy that teleports.
What the fuck's his name?
oh, Nightcrawler.
No, not Nightcrawler. He was
No.
different. Driving me nuts now.
I have X-Men Last Stand of 3 star. Did not realize that. I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Origins is bad, but I feel like it's like so bad it's kind of fun.
I agree.
Versus like some movies
I
are
like
just
it.
bad.
Total
Like
shitty
Fan
banger.
Forsic, just bad. But Origins is like you can kind of have fun.
Totally agree. As a kid, I loved it. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Like, it was.
Same.
I liked a lot of shitty movies as a kid, as you can tell, which is part of why I like it. Like, I like.
What's
I
crazy?
think it's fun, and I try and put.
What's
myself
crazy
in-
is, yeah, I didn't grow up with any comic book movies at all. Like,
really.
I adopted, yeah. As much as I love them now, I did not grow up with them. The only one I watched as a kid was Fantastic Four.
Wow.
That was it, because it was on TV all the time, and that was the only one I watched. No Raimi trilogy, no Dark Knight trilogy, nothing. No good movies in general. That like, all I was watching was Grown Ups and Joe Dirt and a bunch of bullshit. I didn't watch Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter. I didn't watch any of it.
For the Rings.
Shut up.
Man, you're
I watched
just
the first one.
we can't.
It
We
was
don't.
awful.
We got to do a Lord of the Rings episode one day and just shit
Great.
on you
My
because
spot.
you're
Be my guest.
out of your mind.
You could totally have my spot for that episode.
The point
a lot
of
of
the
things
episode is
That's where I draw the line.
that's our intervention for you. We're gonna have like 8 Lord of the Rings fans just come circle you.
Let's
It's
do
the
it, bro.
best
I
use
want
of
all the
music
shows.
in
I'm
like
gonna be
any
like-
movie as well. It makes no sense.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like Kiddo in the end of Kill Bill 1, just fucking slicing all yous up.
Alex loves music and visuals, and then doesn't like Lord of the Rings.
The visuals are
What the
mid, and the
fuck?
music is good at times, but it's terrible when it's not
Dude,
there.
the visuals are not
Oof.
mid. Everything's like they're walking on mountains and shit. Like they don't do that anymore.
It's the gold standard.
It looks so practical. It looks
It's
like
like the
they're
gold
there.
standard for like the music is so how yeah.
Some of the music's good, like,
Some of the music's good.
but when the music's not there, it's such a painful watch.
I do have kind of a hot take. I'm not sure if the extended editions are necessary. As much as I love Lord of the Rings now, I don't know. I feel like they're a little long. Might
You
not
You
be
just watched them for the
necessary.
first time, right? Yeah.
I've
Painful.
seen extended twice, theatrical once,
Mm.
but I don't know exactly what was added, but they do feel a little long. And there's a lot of
There
like
is a
smaller
lot
moments that I
added.
don't know.
I
A
think
lot
the Two
that's like
Towers
important.
theatrical is better than the extended, but for Fellowship and Return of the King, I always watch extended.
I only ever
Okay.
watch extended.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really know the differences because I just always watch extended, but I feel like 3 hours you can probably get everything you need in.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think there's more context added in the extended that I like a bit more with kind of certain scenes. I know for a lot of people it kind of turns them off, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily like them, but or don't think they're kind of necessary. But yeah, I do prefer the extended, definitely. There's so many cool scenes.
I know they added the line about the bread. What's it called? The elf bread, and
Mm.
how Pippin ate like 4 pieces, like 4
Mm.
Is that
chunks
not in
of
the
bread.
theatrical?
I don't think
No,
it
that
is.
was added.
And that
Okay,
whole
yeah.
the scene where you actually see Saruman die, that's not in the theatrical.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's pretty
The
crazy.
scene where he gets pushed off the tower.
Shut up,
he-
Alex.
you don't see
Oh,
that.
you're silly.
Is anybody
You're
still
silly.
listening? I know we just put you to bed talking about a snooze fest of a trilogy.
That's insane.
And the scene where the what's his the Witch King of Amar, he's like lands on the thing and like his sword like goes into flames. That's not in the theatrical either. That's such a cool scene.
Damn.
All right, is
Damn
this
it,
the
yeah.
Lord of the Rings episode now? What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're talking about the much superior films now.
Going back to X-Men, that fun fact, that was the first movie I ever went to see on my own in a theater. We were on a cruise and they were showing X-Men Origins Wolverine. So I went on my own and then I got lost after it. So that's all I remember of that movie.
It's pretty gangster. I have such shitty memory from when I was a kid. I don't know what my first movie was. Probably Cars. That was like my favorite movie.
Yeah,
when I was a
Cars.
kid.
Cars is my thing when I was
Yeah.
Cars is a
younger. I'm trying
banger.
to think the first film I went to see by myself in a cinema. That's
The first one
it
I
wasn't
remember was Spider-Man 1. I wasn't by myself. Like the first
by
one
my. I
Spider-Man.
think my first cinema trip was Wally. I'm pretty sure it was.
I never went to movies by myself until recently. I think my first one was Tar.
I don't know what the first time I went to.
My first film by myself, I think, was 2018, maybe 2017. And I'm
More
pretty
recent
sure
than
it was either
Licorice
Doctor
Pizza.
Sleep or Mission Impossible Fallout.
Both gas.
True.
Real quick, before we move into our tier ranking, one other fact about this is so Kevin Feige actually started as a assistant for a producer. Let me just get her name so I don't screw it up. I believe it's Laura Donner Schuler Laura Schuler Donner, who is married to Richard Donner, one of the great directors for Superman. Kevin Feige actually got his start as an assistant for her and proved his value to them by his comic book knowledge when she was producing the X-Men movies. She produced all of them, all the Fox superhero movies. And Kevin Feige worked as an assistant. Now she was brought back onto this project working for him. So that's kind of a cool fact.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, before we move on, I feel like it would be a mistake not to mention the end credits because I loved them. I didn't even grow up with these movies, and it just made me feel all tingly. I don't know. Some people were saying they were cool credits, but why'd they waste it on this movie? And it's I guess I guess you could do it for something more significant, like something like Endgame, but I don't know. I mean, they probably wouldn't.
What were the credits again?
Huh?
What's up?
Did you not see them?
What were the end credits again?
It was the Green Day song with the behind-the-scenes clips of the Fox movies.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That brought me back to my childhood. I love that. That was a good movie. And I do think
pretty sure the only X-Men film I ever watched growing up was Last Stand. I don't know why.
Ew.
Just Last Stand. It was just Last Stand. I didn't watch the first X1 and X till last year. It was just Last Stand that I watched when I was younger.
It's crazy.
And I liked it quite a bit when I was younger. I don't know why it was just Last Stand.
Did y'all see them sneak Fant Four Stick into that end credits for one shot? I was like, you're not part of this. So you stay out of this.
But like I said,
I would have liked it.
Might be a
brought
better
some of them
film.
back.
Might be a better film.
It certainly isn't.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said Fan Force might be a better film.
No, we're not. I won't even go that far. Fan Force looks like one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah, so
if you laugh,
I actually have.
If you laughed one time in Deadpool and Wolverine, it's better. Then you like it more than Fant Four Stick because there's no enjoyment to be had with that movie.
I laugh at the ending of Fan Force Stick because of how bad it is.
You did not laugh one time from Deadpool.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it.
There's no nothing fucking
Don't watch
happens.
it.
There's no spoilers.
Like the
I know,
worst
it's
Doctor Doom
I don't give a
adaptation you've ever seen in your life.
It's
It
an
looks so
essential
bad.
watch. It will change your whole perspective of how bad
I
movies
swear
can
to
be.
God, Alex, if you watch that movie, the credits will start rolling and you'll think that your fucking TV isn't working. Like it turned off halfway through. Like it feels like half of a movie. It's insane.
It is half of a movie.
It's equal. We need a sequel. Get on
Yeah,
it.
I guess it is.
Oh dear.
But say what you want about these movies, like being dumb and all that. Like I get what people mean, but at the same time, like I really do think Marvel and the MCU is essential for, it helps get. I have a lot of criticisms about them, but like these movies, like did help get me into movies and get me to the point where I wanted to watch, Scorsese and Tarantino and Kubrick and people like that. And I do think they are still kind of gateway cinema to just get. Like I feel like people who haven't been to the movies in a while will see Deadpool and Wolverine, and then they'll be like, oh, what's playing next week? And next week, they might see the big blockbuster. But some of those people are then going to get into the rhythm of going to the movies again. And then maybe they'll take a chance on an original film and and I do think there's still good gateway movies to help kind of get people into, more of the cinema that we're more passionate about. And, and also they pump a lot of money into the movie theaters. Like, I think that this movie, regardless of what you think about it, is having much more positive effects than any TV show, because TV shows are pumping no money into the theater industry. And if anything, they're taking money away from it. And, the MCU is still pumping a lot of money into the movie theaters and keeping them alive to screen the movies that we really love even more.
A movie being successful is never going to be a bad thing, no matter how much you might not enjoy it. It's still keeping theaters alive. It's still keeping employees with jobs. It's still a good thing. So, but I do worry that Marvel might learn the wrong lesson from the success of this movie, because I'm a big we show studios what we want. So if like a real shit movie like the Marvels comes out, if we don't see it, that tells them they didn't like that. Let's not make more of that. And when the Batman 2 comes out and it makes $2 billion, they're like, okay, people like this. Let's make a third one. So I worry that they might be like, okay, people don't need quality, and we'll just throw a bunch of cameos and fan service at them, and they'll eat it up. And so I do worry that this could start a trend for Marvel, and I hope it doesn't. But in this one case, I think it works. And I think that they should take their money and run, and not try to squeeze it and just go back to, people want quality films. Like, people want that Blade movie to be made. People want Fantastic Four to be good.
That's never happening. That Blade movie is never being made.
Dude, I didn't realize that they announced him at Comic-Con playing Blade in 2019. That's crazy.
Crazy.
It should have came out like 2.5 years ago. And they don't even have a script. That's wild. They should just hire me. I can write it. Give me 2 days.
Alex, you
put vampires in a room and kill them. It's quite simple.
Yeah. Hey, that's 3 stars just for that. Just kill some vampires.
Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't laugh once. That's crazy. Not a single joke.
I'm trying to remember if there was any good jokes. I liked in Deadpool 2 where, because I always get this mixed up, they were talking about like Kirsten Dunst, and he said like Christian or Kirsten. Is it got like the taxa? Because I always get that mixed up.
Yeah. Or in Deadpool 1, he's like, I'm gonna take you to the professor, and he's like, Stewart or McAvoy? These timelines are so confusing. I
like the cameo in Deadpool 2 where they open the door as well.
Yeah. Because I think they did that because they were filming Dark Phoenix, and like everyone was already there. So
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. And Vanisher. That's cool.
And what? Oh, Vanisher. Brad Pitt. Yeah. Yeah. That scene where they all die is pretty good.
Yeah. I still don't know if I got into an argument with my friend because I thought in Deadpool and Wolverine they said that Cable died. And like it's kind of hard to tell. I don't think they mentioned them. He said that X-Force died, and then they were like, well, how'd they die? And he was like, well, the police said gravity, but they didn't do too well on their testing, especially Cable. And I was like, so does that mean Cable's dead, or are you just saying he did bad on his test?
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not dead. Cable's awesome.
My phone died, but I was agreeing with everything Cash was saying because we do vote with our dollars. And like I said, I'd rather that go to the movie theaters than TV, but still need to go out and support a lot of the more original films as well, or we'll only get IP movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's maybe a boomer take though, but they were pretty well made when we were growing up. I feel like there was some craft there.
I agree. No, I do agree with you. The quality of the craft of the big scale movies that, like I said, like the blockbusters that get people into movies and really pack movie theaters, the quality of the craft has really gone down. I do agree with that.
Yep.
For sure.
That's why we need the Batman to save us. Matt Reeves will save us.
Batman we trust. And like
we need Sam Raimi to make Spider-Man.
Save me, Matt Reeves.
Sam Raimi to make Spider-Man 4, and then it's done. It's all over.
We don't need that.
But they won't let him do it his way.
That. Do you actually want that, Ryan? Do you want a Spider-Man 4?
I don't know. I'm
like, I don't want a Dark Knight 4. I don't really want that.
Yeah.
I love the way
if Sam Raimi wants to do it, then I'll be okay with it. But I don't need it.
I just don't know if we need a 50-year-old Spider-Man movie. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Batman makes a little more sense because I guess you could do like the Dark Knight Returns and him play like an older version, but Spider-Man, I feel like you've got to be pretty young.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's looking pretty different. Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Do we want to get into our tier list?
Yeah.
So please let us know your thoughts on the on Deadpool Wolverine in the comments. Let us know if you agree with me and Cash or you agree with Oscar and Ryan. But now we're going to get into a tier ranking of different comic book movies.
How many have we got?
Yeah, I don't know how many we got, but
like 50.
It's just kind of like a random assortment. It's not like any specific franchise or anything.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some movies that you might look for, and we just there's going to be some missing, but we'll rank what we got. Are we going to give each person one pass to put one movie wherever they want?
Yeah.
Okay. And make sure we.
And that means that could be positive or negative, right? Like if you want to use yours on a movie going in F.
But I'm down to throw a negative in too.
But you gotta pick. Like you only get one, and you gotta pick if it's positive.
So you get one to put in masterpiece and one to put in slop.
All right, this is getting good. This is getting good.
But what if two people, like what if I pick one to go in masterpiece and then somebody picks the same one to go in slop? What do we?
Then it goes in the middle.
Then we do a mud fight.
That's fair.
Then it goes in the middle.
So what are our tiers?
Hopefully no one.
I can't read. I'm on a phone.
No one fights me.
Masterpiece. There's like a bar in the way.
Real quick, Alan said he's 5 minutes from his house. Should we wait for him and have him join us?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's wait. Yeah, we'll wait it out. So what are these real quick? What are these tiers we got?
Masterpiece, great, slop,
solid.
No, solid,
solid,
stinky.
So how are we settling disagreements though?
You just talk it out, old-fashioned way.
Yeah, like we did with the IMDb one. No. What we did, we kind of is majority gets where it goes, and then if.
But my point is, real quick, because the IMDb one there was only 3, it was easy to sort that out. 5 makes it a lot more tricky, I think.
True, but I still feel like you can get like a middle thing roughly.
I feel like most of the time we'll probably have a majority that wants one tier, like 3 people.
I agree. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve though.
Oh dear, here we go again.
We're about to run this tier list. The movies that were going to be on this list are very random, but please welcome back on from the Fistful of Films podcast. Please welcome back Alan. You might remember him from by far the best episode of the Shop by Shop podcast, but he is back to discuss this tier list with us. Alan, why don't you introduce yourself real quick before we get started?
All right. Well, like Alex said, I'm Alan. I'm on a podcast. Not as good as, Shot by Shot. These guys are great. Listen to them at work. But I mean, yeah, I'm ready to get into some heated arguments maybe, you never know. I heard you guys had some conversation before this, so I'm happy to get involved.
Nice.
Let's
And
go.
before we get started, do you have any quick thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, banger movie. Better than Avatar: The Way of Water. Better than Avatar. Let's see what else. I mean, number 2 of the year, easily.
Can't believe I'm defending Avatar now. What does it come to? What does it come to?
I mean, it's just top
Better
10
than Zone of
MCU.
Interest.
It is better than better than I saw the TV mid. Better than Furiosa.
No.
Better than what else? A bunch of stuff.
It is better than Furiosa.
You need it. You need help.
I have it
man.
higher than Furiosa. I liked Furiosa a lot, but I have.
I do too. It's my number 3.
You need help.
Solidly
Alex.
decent movie.
You need help, Alex.
We didn't talk about that. What did you think when they mentioned Furiosa, Oscar?
Oh, that I wanted to.
I was thinking about how much better it is
myself.
than Furiosa. It's how they do.
Shut
I didn't
up.
understand
better
it.
than that.
Because he was like
stupid.
impersonating a scene that doesn't exist. Because he said that the head was Furiosa's, and I was like, that never happened. What the hell?
No, I think it's the what is it? It's in Mad Max, isn't it? Whenever what's the guy with the mask? I forget his name.
Or
Joe.
Something Joe.
Yeah,
Joe.
they do something, and he someone holds something up, and that's the line.
Well, in Furiosa, she cuts her hand off, but I didn't think that's what they were referencing.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, by the way, we agreed that each person gets 1 credit to put a movie wherever they want, and that can be good or bad.
Well,
so you can,
well,
you,
Cash,
can put a,
you know-
you can put a movie in slop or masterpiece. So
Cash, I think that you can pick the one that should be in it's gonna be a masterpiece regardless, so we can probably skip it.
yeah, I don't need to use it on that.
Everyone's gonna agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is one I'll
Okay.
need it for though. I have it in
Let's go.
the old back pocket.
So does
I
3
might
votes
cook.
automatically make it in whatever tier? Like if 3 votes say solid, let's say, then it's automatically in solid.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
nice. What do
There
we
should
got
only be
first?
2 films in Masterpiece, and that's it.
Should probably
Are
be
we
a
gonna
few
try
more.
to
I don't
keep
know.
it an even amount, like per tier, or no?
Nah, just that.
Yeah,
Nah. Anything.
Should Masterpiece be like a top 10? I don't know if there's 10 masterpieces, but
Nah, there's only 2.
No.
I think we're all gonna have our own definition of it, so we're gonna
Yeah.
have to see.
That's the.
I feel like great to masterpiece is too broad. I feel like
Yeah.
this would be an amazing.
I was gonna say should there be
I don't
one
know.
more between those two?
First.
okay, so I've put in release order. So our first one will be one of the first comic book movies.
Never
Superman.
seen it. I need to see it.
Wait,
Yeah,
real quick. let's
confession.
vote-
I haven't seen it.
Wait, real quick.
I
Let's
haven't
vote
seen it.
from top down. So Oscar, then Cash, then Ryan, then me, then Alan.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Solid. I don't think it's amazing. I wish there was like a good, like just above solid, but just below amazing. Because it's a little
Solid's
in
good.
the middle. Because solid's a little disrespectful, but I'll stick with solid.
I totally agree. I think solid's disrespectful. It belongs in like a good tier, but it's not quite where I'm going to put it into amazing. But I would be fine if we did want to put it into amazing. But it is like right between those tiers.
Haven't seen it. I'll watch it before Legacy. And then I have another question. Are we gonna rank them in the tier list as well?
Nah.
No,
I don't
just
think
stick 'em
so.
in.
Just the top one, right? Or are we not doing that?
If we have
Rank
time,
the top
if
10
we're at
at
on time,
least.
we'll re-rank.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
I've also never seen it, so
I guess-
is it
All right,
solid? then?
Cash,
Solid
We'll
is
trust them.
solid or amazing?
I'll keep it solid.
All right, let's go solid for it.
What do you mean by that?
You rascal.
Oh man.
Sorry,
Oh,
they
dear.
always arrive.
Tim Burton
Stinky.
has got
Stinky.
God run in the 80s.
Solid. Oh wait,
It's
I forgot
solid.
wrong in order.
It's solid.
The Batman.
It's solid.
It's solid.
Solid.
Do you not like it, Cash?
Alex.
I don't
I
know.
already said solid. Yeah, solid.
Shitty Batman. Shitty Batman.
Seems like solid is
It's a good
the
movie.
all around except Cash.
That's the definition of solid.
Yeah, it
The
is.
score though, the score is masterpiece.
Oh,
Let's
it's
Let's
so
get that out of
good.
the way.
The best Batman score.
Facts.
That's not
Facts.
ridiculous.
Not at all, boy.
Masterpiece.
Second best Batman movie. Batman.
Yeah. Amazing. This is amazing.
Masterpiece.
I haven't seen it since
Amazing.
I was a little boy,
Solid.
so
Amazing.
But it's you remember it being solid though, don't you, Alan?
that's crazy. After saying when I was a little boy, but that's crazy. I don't remember. I remember the penguin. I remember it looked amazing. That's all I remember, really.
Ryan, I know
Ryan,
you
where are
wanted
you
to-
putting it?
I mean, I'm stuck between these two. I mean, I guess it's like almost a masterpiece comic book movie, but
It's the
Mm.
second
how
best
how
comic
you
book
rank it?
movie
Is
of
it
all
like a
time.
masterpiece movie or a masterpiece superhero movie?
Superhero movie. We're doing
Mm.
superhero movie.
I would say amazing. Just I don't know,
Amazing.
Masterpiece
man.
is crazy.
It's the second
I mean,
best
it's like-
comic book movie of all time.
That's not
It's
a
just
crazy
not, though.
statement.
That's
I
the
love
thing.
it.
It is.
I
You
think
gotta-
let's put it, I think amazing. I think amazing. I think that
Deadpool
amazing,
Wolverine's
I think.
better.
Yeah. Amazing is a
Hell
good
no.
balance.
We'll find out soon enough, Cash. Don't worry.
Mm.
Honestly, I might use my override on this. Yeah, I'm using my override. Put it in masterpiece.
I'm happy with that.
That's
Painting
crazy.
the list already.
That's crazy.
Second
Right,
best comic
next
movie
one.
of all time. There's no other that is.
All right, guys.
Solid.
Now I say
Solid.
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 Yeah,
Solid.
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 I
Batman
say-
forever. The fourth best Batman.
Real
Yeah,
quick, though,
facts.
let's keep the voting organized because with people listening, it's going to sound chaotic. So let's go from
Yeah.
let's keep going from Oscar down. So Oscar, what's your vote?
Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
Cash,
Solid.
Brian,
Solid.
solid. Alan,
From what I remember, solid.
nice, solid.
Nice.
It is.
Nice. Glad we could all agree with that. It's the sequel to that one, Batman and Robin, another masterpiece.
Oscar, what do you got?
I mean, this is because it's like the lowest tier of solid for me. I've a 2.5. I don't think it's in that stinky range. It's not bad, so I'm gonna say solid.
Slop.
Cash got
Easy
it. Slop.
slop.
Brian, what do you
The
got?
slop is the slop.
Slop?
I got it in masterpiece.
Team slop.
This is the definition of kitty banger. This is the definition of so bad.
All right.
I genuinely vote amazing. My vote is actually amazing.
Bring us
I'm
home,
super-
Alan.
All right, so here's my mindset right now. With like, this is why there should be more tiers or whatever, right? But I think just for the sake of it not being next to Superman and Batman, I say stinky.
Interesting.
Not quite slop, but I'd say stinky.
Joe Schumacher's my goat, so I'm going solid.
So I'm in amazing. Ryan solid. We have 1 vote for slop and 2 for stinky. So
What happens to that?
So there's 2 for
Wait.
stinky, then I guess it's stinky.
No,
I guess
wait.
whatever going.
Who's this stinky? Ryan and I were solid, weren't we?
oh, then it's solid.
Yeah.
I thought Oscar said stinky. Never mind.
I'd
Nah,
say
I'm
solid
solid.
because you put amazing. But lowest of solid it can be.
Yeah.
It's in solid. What we got next?
Comments are gonna be crazy, bro. Especially comic book movies.
Especially when you put something they love. Especially when an MCU film goes in stinky and Batman and Robin's in solid. What do we have?
Oh,
I've got the
dear.
first cameo here. Blade.
Amazing.
The goat.
Amazing.
All right, Cash. What do you vote?
I'd go. I would go in between amazing and solid, so I can't pick.
Ryan.
Y'all vote. I'll see if I need to vote.
I'm kind of the same as Cash. It's like here.
I'm the
like
same
somewhere.
as well. I haven't rewatched this since I was like 10.
So we can keep it in solid, I guess. And
I'm gonna go with
It's
solid.
so
Alan,
good.
what do you got?
I've never seen it, man.
All right,
Oh,
I think
so
you're going
good.
solid.
I need to.
Okay, also,
Fraud
let's go
watch.
snake order just to keep it interesting. So, Alan, you go first on the next.
All right.
You've not seen the movie from the best cameo from the movie that you're saying's amazing.
That's
What?
valid. That's not ridiculous to say.
he didn't even get the ice skating uphill joke.
Hey, I still got hyped though
Yeah.
whenever I saw him.
Hell
I
yeah.
was jumping from wall
Honestly,
to
the
wall.
ice skating uphill, you reminded me that it might belong in Amazing.
It does.
Still
Next
hitting the soy
one.
joke.
What do we have next?
X-Men.
Alan,
One
what
of
do
the
you
first
got?
movies.
X-Men.
See, this
X-Men.
is what I hate. It's like right in between amazing and solid.
It really is.
But like, man,
Mm.
I don't know. I would put it like right where Blade is, to be honest.
I
Like
put it
solid,
in
I
great.
guess, because
I put it in amazing.
I'd put it in solid.
Ryan, what
I
you
put
got?
it right here in solid.
Cash,
Solid.
solid it is. Pretty much every
Blade
movie.
2.
Blade 2. Oscar, start us off.
Amazing. Get this in amazing.
Cash,
Solid.
Ryan.
Amazing.
I'll put it in amazing.
I haven't seen it. Is this better than the first one?
Yeah, it is.
Del
I really
Toro
don't
makes the
remember.
second one.
I was 10.
But to be
I
fair,
remember
the
the opening
techno
scene.
score in the first one does bang.
You're right. All right. Blade 2 is an amazing. What do we got next?
Yeah, masterpiece
goat.
instant.
Masterpiece.
Spider-Man 1.
Alan, start us off.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Not even close.
No, I might use my override on this.
Don't you dare. Don't
You
you
never
dare.
used it.
Well, yeah, you used it. No.
No.
Used
I
it on
still have a
Batman
negative
Returns.
override. I still have a negative override. I might.
Oh, you can do that.
I swear it was only one.
Yeah, we
one.
just have
one.
one.
That's right.
Oh, all right. But it should be in
Yeah.
Stinky only because I have this at a 5-star. But Ryan did the criminal act of putting Star Wars off a Go tier in our IMDb episode, and I so therefore
Still
I'm
crying
putting
about
it,
that.
even though it is one of my favorite movies ever.
Slop.
So we have 3 masterpieces.
Nah, I would put it in for the genre. It's a masterpiece.
This masterpiece.
Best
It's a
word
For the
masterpiece
record,
already.
I
hands
would
down.
vote, but I'm outnumbered.
For the genre of film, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Masterpiece for arguing that. And I won
Masterpiece.
that Alex has been glazing the first Daredevil the whole episode.
Masterpiece.
I've never
Get
seen
that
it.
Masterpiece.
I've never seen
Cash,
it.
do the right thing. Use your override.
I can't. I need it for something. I've got plans. I can't use it.
I got plans that I cannot share with y'all.
Oh, I know what he's playing for. I know what he's using it for. Oh, I know exactly what he's using it for. I'm
This
sick.
goes in salad though for me.
I've never seen it.
Ryan, what's your vote?
I actually don't think it's as bad
Ryan,
as people
what do you
make it
vote?
out to be, but it's stinky. Unfortunately.
Need I remind you of the Wake
Alan?
Me Up scene?
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
All right, so we got
It's
two.
between
We
you
got an
three.
amazing and solid because we have a stinky, an amazing, and a solid vote. So it's in solid.
Like salad. Yeah,
It's
salad.
solid.
No problem.
No.
I'm okay with
The
that.
range of solid is crazy.
People are gonna be so
Solid
mad at
is
like
literally
this for you.
That's crazy.
Dude, people are gonna lose their shit.
All right, next.
What do
next
we
up.
have next?
X2, one of the best
X2.
sequels in
Oscar,
the
what do you got?
genre.
I'm gonna put it like low amazing, I think. I'm pretty sure I have it. I'd
Cash?
put it low amazing.
Amazing for me too.
Ryan.
Amazing, yeah.
Nice.
I would go masterpiece or amazing. Probably gonna end up amazing anyway, so I'm fine.
It's
with
already
that.
3 amazing,
Alan?
so
Amazing, 100%.
nice.
All right,
Nice.
sounds
Amazing.
good. What's next?
Another masterpiece.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
masterpiece.
2.
Yeah, put it up there.
Masterpiece.
Alan, what you got?
Masterpiece. Get it up there.
Masterpiece.
Slop. 5 out of 5, but slop.
Easy.
You want to finish us off, Cash, with the masterpieces?
Oh yeah, masterpiece. Yeah, 2 definitely deserves masterpiece. I don't know about 1. 1's amazing to me, but 2's a
It's a-
masterpiece.
That's
think
ridiculous. That's
three
ridiculous to say
deserves-
that.
3 deserves masterpiece.
Yep.
All right, settle down.
Cash's movie. Batman Begins.
Masterpiece.
Slop.
no.
All right, let's
Fucking-
go in order for the vital on this.
Oh, I don't. Alex hates this one.
Oh yeah.
Slop. Actual slop.
I'm gonna
but
put
Oscar,
it
what do
in
you have?
solid. Solid.
Solid. From Cash, obviously, who's going to say masterpiece. Ryan, what do you got?
Amazing.
Alan?
I'm going amazing.
Does that mean it's solid then? We got
So,
No, Looks
Oh, no,
a
it's a
masterpiece.
I think the
Amazing.
masterpiece kind of.
Okay, I'll keep it.
But shouldn't my slop rating bring it down more because I'm so far
No,
below?
it's
Shouldn't that drag
majority.
it
It's
down?
first thing is majority. If it's
Fuck your majority.
equal,
Not a-
then we go.
Dictatorship. Fuck democracy. Dictatorship. Flop.
If
One of the
Begins
worst
would have been
combos
lower, I would have had
of
to use my token, but I'm happy with Amazing. Oh, that'll work.
Oh,
I know
what to
exactly
use it
what the
on.
passion
I know what
rating
I'm going to
is
use
too.
it on.
Tim,
Alan,
Tim
start us
Story's
off,
first
please.
Fantastic Four movie.
Listen,
That's the
off,
banger.
off memory, this
Or
is
is it
solid.
stinky?
These get
It's like
overrated.
borderline
I
stinky.
also vote
It's not
solid.
stinky.
Ryan, what you got? Ryan, what do you
I
got?
think it's
Me
the
and
top
Alan
of
vote
top of solid.
It's like it's
Solid.
top of
Dash.
stinky.
It's technically masterpiece, but I'm just gonna go solid for now.
It's stinky.
Oscar.
Nice.
No.
I'm saying
Oscar
stinky.
says
It's like
stinky.
borderline
Outvote 4 to
solid
1.
stinky.
4-1. You're outnumbered. What do we have next?
You think Jessica
X-Men
Alba
The
is
Last
stinking?
Stand.
That's
What do you have
suspicious.
Thank
next?
you. That alone makes it solid.
Ooh.
X-Men Last
Last
Stand.
Stand. Oscar, what do you got?
Stinky? Just maybe it's like borderline solid stinky.
Stinky.
Describing my
Yeah.
Full stinky.
Ryan?
Vinnie Jones is making me rethink, but I think it's solid. Bottom of solid.
I think it's
It's
like
better
I
than
think-
Daredevil.
Yeah.
See, this is
No
why the
shot.
tier should be there should be no stink, and that should be solid, and there should be a good tier and then amazing, because there's so many that we're saying should be between amazing and solid, and there's like nothing that we're saying is stinky or it's like stinky or slop. But I'm gonna go with I'll put it in solid. Alan?
Yeah, I'm going solid. Messy, but I think the ending bangs.
Should we
So wait, what were the
have
votes
a
again?
should we replace should we call solid okay and then get stinky as like good or like great?
Yeah, stinky should be solid, and then
Yeah, stinky should be solid.
Yeah,
solid should be great.
Solid should be okay or like whatever, and then
What we
Yeah.
putting in?
I'd say Blade,
Blade.
Batman,
Alright, so
Superman,
Blade,
X-Men.
go
Batman,
up to good.
Superman, X-Men. Batman
Whoa,
Forever
whoa,
and
whoa,
X.
whoa.
Wait. Get Fantastic Four down.
No, we're doing
Yes.
a revote on Fantastic. Or no, it's not
Democracy.
Fantastic
Nah,
Four.
Let's vote
I'm
on
not
it.
going to argue it, but I think Batman and Robin and Daredevil should be in good.
No.
No.
No, they have to
okay.
be in
No,
solid.
even
No.
I-
I think. Listen. You can keep Fantastic Four, but I think you got to lower Last Stand.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
Yeah, last
Last
is solid.
I'm fine with Batman Forever being there. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Daredevil should be in good.
Lower
Who's with
Fantastic
me?
Four.
Who's with me to raise Daredevil?
No.
Crickets.
Fight the power.
No.
You're like Ninja trying to get people to floss. All right.
All right,
What
we
about
got next.
Fantastic Four? Are we-
Leave-
All right,
just
wait, can
leave
we
it.
move
I'm
Batman
fine
and
with
Robin
it.
down now? I mean, Batman Begins. Can we
Yeah,
move that down
100%.
Whoa.
What?
Batman Begins.
Should we put it down to good?
Whoa.
Batman Begins down to good.
Move Batman Begins to good. Who's with
What
me
the
on that?
fuck?
I'll say amazing.
What just happened?
Ryan,
Get
do
fucked
the
in the ass.
do the right thing. Do the right
The
thing.
turns have tabled.
Batman Begins
I
down to
say
good.
we stop right here and continue. This is good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Another masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Good.
Spider-Man 3.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Wow.
Oh,
You
Ash
are
is
all
giving
putting
masterpiece.
Spider-Man 3 and masterpiece,
Yes.
but not
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
over X-Men 2 is crazy.
No, it's not.
Over Batman Begins
No,
is
it's not.
crazy.
Batman Begins should be in the flop.
The scene where Harry gives Peter his hand is better than anything in X-Men 2.
Wait, hold
That's
on.
pretty
I just
tight.
want all of you to sit there and realize that you have Spider-Man 3 over Daredevil. You should really question what this is in your lives.
Stop.
It's like having pizza over
How,
like
how
Brussels
many
sprouts, bro.
masterpieces do we have for this?
Dude, Masterpiece is crazy for Spider-Man 3. I'm sorry. And I'm a defender.
No,
of
it's
the movie.
not.
At 3,
It's not.
it is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm okay
I'd
with
put
it
it in
being there.
good.
It's good. It's good.
Good?
That's bang
Good is crazy.
No.
Listen, Ryan.
You're
Ryan,
outnumbered 3 to
at
2.
minimum,
No,
it's
you're
here.
outnumbered 3 to 2.
Ryan, you're not going to use your thingy for this?
He doesn't need to.
No, we've
We don't
won
need to. We have 3 masterpieces.
need-
Oh, we do? Okay,
Yeah.
then we're good then.
Yeah.
We're good.
Like,
Sucks
if
to
it's
suck,
there for
guys.
Ryan's override, I can respect that. The fact that had 3 votes in masterpiece is crazy.
Yeah, we're diluting the meaning of masterpiece by
We are,
throwing
and I'm a defender.
Spider-Man 3 in there.
That's simply a skill issue.
Next up, Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Ooh,
Good.
that's tough. All right,
Good.
Alan, what do you got?
I'd say amazing. Solid 4.
Between good and amazing for me, I'm gonna just put amazing. Nostalgia bump, I'll give it amazing. Ryan, what do you got?
I think amazing. Amazing. It's a 4.
Above Blade is kind of criminal.
Cass, what do you got?
Typically, I would say good, but when I'm looking at what's in good, I can't really
right.
put Iron Man there. Like
You're right.
Iron Man with
Oscar-
X-Men and Batman
Iron Man
Forever, I
is
just can't.
below majority of those.
All right,
Or
looks
same
like
level.
amazing. What do we got next?
What's
The Dark Knight.
Next one.
The Dark Knight. Why don't we?
Amazing.
Getting
Getting good.
On this.
Good. Good. Good.
No vote needed.
Amazing.
Getting good.
All right,
Getting
Alan,
good.
start us off. Dark Knight.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, amazing.
I'm also gonna go amazing. Ryan, what do you say?
Amazing.
Cass, you're over
It
Ryan.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I
It doesn't
pick.
matter
It doesn't
now.
matter. I'm outnumbered, and I can't use my token. I have plans. So
I know what
guess
you're playing
amazing.
for, but I thought this would
God.
override your plans.
That's
I
going
know
to
what he's
dilute the
saving it
masterpiece. Yeah, and it's gross. It's gross that he's saving it.
You're
for
really
it.
gonna use yours on
You
Dark
have
Knight
no
Rises
idea.
over this?
You have no idea what I'm capable of, Alex. You have no idea.
Are you really gonna use your token on Dark Knight Rises over this? I know exactly what you're thinking.
We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
I'm just going to counter it.
They
That's
expect
what I'm
one of us
saving
in the
mine for,
wreckage.
to counter his.
All right, Oscar, start us off with Watchmen, or you haven't seen
Never-
it, Cash. What do you say for
Never
Watchmen?
seen it.
Amazing. Easy.
Ryan?
Solid.
I would say masterpiece. Alan, what would you say?
I would say amazing, better than every movie in that tier.
All right, I
Let's
agree. It's
go.
the best film in Amazing.
What?
Sure. So it's an Amazing.
That's outrageous.
That's criminal.
You haven't
even
seen
seen the
it. What do you mean that's criminal?
It's Zack Snyder.
Number 1 Zack Snyder hater.
It's Zack Snyder.
All right, next.
Yeah,
Shitty
slop.
banger.
Get it in slop.
X-Men
Slop.
Origins.
All right,
Wolverine.
Get it in
start us
slop.
off.
Slop. Get it in slop.
Cash. Cash, what do you got?
It sucks.
Fuck.
Come on,
It's
it's
slop,
solid,
but it's
Cash.
fun slop.
It's solid.
I agree.
I'm
going solid because there's no in between
I'll
slop
go
and
solid.
solid.
because it fits with those movies.
I
with
vote solid as
I'm
well.
just worried we're not going to have any slop.
Ryan, you vote solid as well?
Oh, we've don't
Oh,
worry, we've got some slop
we
on
will
there.
have slop.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Kick-ass.
Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Alan, start us off. What do you got of that?
Haven't seen it.
You've not seen it?
One.
It's been a while. It's definitely between good and solid. I'm just gonna go solid, but it might be good. I really don't remember it that well, so I'm gonna go solid for now. Ryan, what do you got?
I think it's amazing. This is a top 25 comic book movie.
I go
Oh,
good.
Very specific number. I'd go good.
I'd go good.
It's definitely
Okay.
closer
Good it
to
is.
amazing than solid, though. It's not close to solid.
I'd go
definitely
good.
It might be good. I really don't remember it that well. I haven't seen it since it was in theaters, so it probably is good. I'm probably
Nicolas
being
Cage.
harsh on it.
Means it's a banger.
Instant.
Yeah,
good.
no, it probably
Nick Cage is in it? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do we got next?
An X-Men banger, first class.
All right, Oscar, start us off.
It's borderline good and amazing. I'm gonna put it high good. I'm gonna say high good.
Dash.
Yeah, high good.
Ryan,
I think it's amazing.
I got it in solid.
Hold on, Alex. I think we got to play devil's advocate to get it into solid. We both say slop.
All right, let's run it. Let's run it. Let's
All right,
run it.
slop.
Collusion.
Slop.
Nope.
Cool film.
I say slop. It should be in solid though.
We used to be a civilized country.
No sauce. Uses the same camera movement
No sauce.
over and
That's
over and over
outrageous.
again.
That's
That
ridiculous.
is-
No class.
This is democracy manifest.
Wait, so where's it going? Are we actually putting this
So we-
in solid?
I think so.
No way.
That's
Last Stand is- Last
crazy.
Stand is
Next to
better.
those movies, that's crazy.
That is
All right,
ridiculous.
well done, Alan. Good shit. Good teamwork.
If I could dab you up right now, I would.
You guys suck.
It's outrageous.
Dude, you put Spider-Man 3 in masterpiece.
Get it in
That's
slop.
base.
That's where it
All right.
belongs.
Uh,
Captain America,
Ash,
First
what do you
Avenger.
got?
Slop.
That's solid.
Ryan,
Definition of solid, actually.
Solid, yeah.
I vote masterpiece. Alan,
Shut
I'll
up.
go good.
It's slop.
What?
It's slop.
You think it's
favorite
better than
MCU.
Spider-Man 3?
all right, we're all over the place. So what is it? We have one. I think we have one vote in every category.
Nah, we have 2 in slop.
You actually think that's a masterpiece?
No, who said slop behind besides you? I think it's the best MCU movie. Yeah, I love this movie.
The best MCU movie?
Yep, I think it's in good or solid because.
It's in solid.
All right, wait. Go through the votes again. Oscar votes flop. Cash, what did you vote?
Solid.
Ryan, what'd you vote?
Solid.
All right, it's in solid then.
That in the same thing as First Class is kind of criminal.
Outrageous.
Yep.
So much better than first.
It's
Class.
better than First Class.
It's way better.
Shut up.
It's the best
Mm.
Oh.
except for maybe Guardian.
Tasm
All right.
won.
Ooh.
Alan, start us off.
I'll go solid with Phantasm.
Absolute slop. Slop. Ryan, what do you got?
Shut
Of that?
up.
Honestly, I thought
I
the
don't.
The second one
Huh?
smokes.
second one does smoke.
No, it does
Ryan, what do you
not.
got this in?
I don't know. No, you have messed up this whole thing because it's good, but it's not better than First Class.
You really can't think that way, though. You kind of
You
have.
can't think about it as an overall thing. It's just about an individual thing, unfortunately.
Solid.
Cash, what do you got
solid.
it in?
I would go above slop, below solid, but I guess I'll keep it in solid.
I go
Oscar,
Because I
solid.
don't think it's slop.
Solid, yeah, it's not slop.
Dude, this movie's slop. This movie fucking sucks.
No,
It's
this is
better
But
than
it's not like
definition
the
of a
worst.
free.
Like,
Avenger. It's better than
like
First
slop is the
Avenger.
worst of the worst. And
Yeah, I think it
not
really is
solid.
that bad. I think it's bottom tier. Like it's a painful watch.
That's crazy.
Like
It's much
it's
better than First
fan stick
Avenger.
bad. You think that?
It's close. It's close.
Keep
Oh.
yourself safe.
What do we got next? Next, we have the
The
first.
first
Avenger.
Avengers.
Oscar starts
It's
off.
overrated. This is solid.
Cash.
Good.
Ryan.
It's good.
I vote solid. Alan, what do you vote?
I'm going amazing.
All right,
Good
I think it's
then.
good.
So good.
I can live with that. That's not crazy.
Yep.
What do we got next?
Here it is.
All right,
Dark Knight
I
Rises.
Cash override it.
Get it in
I
slop.
already know. I
Get it in
think
slop.
it should be in slop, but
It's slop. It's slop.
She's
All right,
very
what-
gorgeous to me. Put it in masterpiece.
let's just go through it.
Fuck
everyone
off. Put it in
votes. Cash
masterpiece.
is obviously going to use his override.
slop.
But
Hold on.
Ryan,
'cause,
what
yeah,
would you vote?
Solid. Good.
What would
Good
you vote?
maybe.
Alan?
good.
All right,
It's-
Cash is going to override it. So
But I just want y'all to know I intended on using my token on BVS, and then I forgot that you guys are stupid. So I have to use it on this.
Can't one of you,
No.
if you want to, override his override or no? Is that how that works?
I'm saving mine for later.
uh-oh, that
Mm.
He's saving
figured
it for Tron Legacy.
could, but
Is that a
It
comic
deserves
movie?
to be.
I don't even
in
know what
slop.
I'm
I just
saving
wanna
mine for.
Let that know. It's a sloppy film. Bad film.
That's a masterpiece.
got next?
Y'all wake up one day. It's okay.
it is
It's
slop. But
It's slop.
Man of Steel.
all right, Oscar
Good.
starts off. I know you're going
Good.
to put it in slop.
Good.
Oh wow, I thought you hated Zack Snyder.
I do hate
Wait,
Zack
so
Snyder.
you're
This is one of his
complaining
better
about
films.
Watchmen, but you're putting Man of Steel in good?
To be fair, I haven't seen this film in absolute years, so for now it's in good.
All right, Cash, what do you got?
Bad Superman movie, good movie. So good.
Ryan?
Good movie.
It's been a while, but I would say solid, but I'm not upset if it's in good. Alan, what do you got?
Yeah, top of good.
All right, good it is.
Good.
Next up,
The second in the Wolverine trilogy.
the Wolverine. Alan, start us off.
Oh man, this is why we need something in between good and solid. But I'll go good because I don't think it's.
What would be in between those two?
Yeah,
I go solid. Ryan, what do you vote?
No, like I guess we need another one below solid, and then that being solid.
You're right. Ryan, what do you got?
I think it's solid.
Cash?
Good.
Oscar?
solid.
Solid it is for the Wolverine.
The better Captain America movie, first, or Winter Soldier.
Not the better Captain America movie, but Oscar
Yes,
starts
it's
off.
by far the best Captain America movie.
Incorrect. What do you have, though?
It's like top of good.
Cash?
Solid.
Ryan?
Solid.
Damn.
Alan, what do you vote?
I guess I'm the deciding vote, right?
You are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go good, but it's not the best Captain America movie. It's not on the list yet.
It is. It's too low, the best Captain America movie. What do you
It's
got?
so much better than First Avenger.
I think Oscar's just proving that I'm right.
The
Oscar
second
starts off
worst
with-
Spider-Man
Starts
movie.
off with TASM 2.
Solid.
Cash?
Slop.
Ryan?
Oh. Slop.
I voted
Damn.
Alan.
Alan. What do you got?
We got
I'll
three
go
Vote
slots.
solid.
amazing or solid.
Good.
Good then.
It's in slop. Wow.
Well, it's
It's in
solid,
good.
no?
Or no, it's in solid, I think, yeah. It's way better than TASM 1.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
because there's a majority of slop.
Hans Zimmer didn't
No, it's not.
score.
We
go
have
crazy
one
with the
for
score.
amazing, we have 2 for slop, and then we have 1 for good, 1 for solid.
Yeah, that's a majority of slop.
Yeah, but the average is not slop. I mean, there's 2
You're-
people who have it 2 tiers
You're
above
smoking
slop.
copium with your ears. You're just listening to the score.
You know, you call it a fucking thing. How about that?
It's
So I'm not
better
that
than First
passionate.
Avenger.
I'm not that
It's
passionate about
it's
it.
better than First Avenger.
No, it's
That's
not.
not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
What do we-
It's better than the
Yeah,
first class for sure. That's a fact.
Amazing.
The best
Easy
X-Men movie,
amazing.
maybe. Days of
Easy
Future Past.
amazing.
All right, Alan, start us off.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Best X-Men movie that's not called
Amazing,
Deadpool and
maybe.
Wolverine or Logan.
Borderline masterpiece, but I'm going to go amazing. But borderline masterpiece. Honestly, no, I'm going masterpiece. Ryan, what do you got?
I think it's honestly borderline a comic book masterpiece, but it's amazing.
I agree. Comic book masterpiece, not film masterpiece.
Yeah.
Alan, what do you got? I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Oh, amazing.
Oscar?
Amazing.
All right, amazing it is. What do we got next?
The first Guardians.
Amazing.
Alan, or Oscar, start us off.
Amazing.
Cash?
Just, I
Do
would.
the right thing.
I would put it in amazing, but then I look at the things that are in masterpiece, and it's like it's better than that.
It
It's
is.
better than Spider-Man 3 and Batman Returns. So
No,
You
it's
mean Dark Knight.
Oh.
No. It's not.
I'll just keep it in amazing.
Ryan?
Amazing.
I think it should definitely be a masterpiece. Alan?
I'll go amazing. It's better than everything in there except Days of Future Past. So
You're probably right. Watchmen's better, but yeah. All right, what do we got next?
Slop.
Fantastic.
Get it down. Let's go down.
Alan, what do you vote? I actually haven't seen it. So I really can't.
Slop.
vote.
I watched it
Yeah.
in theaters when it came out, and that's all I remember. And I remember wanting to like not live anymore. So put it in Slop.
Is there anyone who's not voting slot?
Can I vote for
No.
abysmal dog shit?
There should just be a tier called Fantastic.
Literally,
Yeah.
here. All right, what do we? What else
Genuinely might be like the worst edited movie I've ever seen. It's not ridiculous.
Say that again. I fucking hate it, bro.
Easiest
So
slot.
the hot,
this is
the hot
where we
takes are
get
coming
crazy.
out.
This is
All
where we
right,
get crazy.
Alan,
Easiest
start us
slot.
off with Deadpool.
Slot.
All right, listen.
It's pure slot.
It's great, but for this one, I'm gonna go good. Top of good.
I vote
Better than
good as well.
everything on there.
Ryan, what do you got?
I vote solid.
Cash.
Oh. This
You're the deciding.
this is
vote.
good. I thought
It's
about going
slot.
masterpiece to try to even out the
It's
scales, but
It's slot.
it's good.
It's good. It's where it belongs.
No, it's not. How you? Batman and Robin is way better. Last Stand is way
I
better.
agree.
How are you putting
What?
Deadpool above First Class? What are you doing?
Because
That's
it's better
not
than
a
First Class.
single
I agree.
thing.
Batman and Robin should be a masterpiece.
Deadpool is
Not
like
a single
it's
thing
a
in
great
Batman and
slop.
Robin is better.
It is slop. It is the
The
dictionary
direction
definition
in
of slop.
Deadpool is better than First Class. Sorry.
No
The only
way.
thing Batman and Robin has on Deadpool is bat nipples, and that's it.
Dude, Batman and Robin's probably better than our entire masterpiece tier.
Maybe two of them. Yeah.
I
Batman and
think
Robin is
override
way
on that
better
one.
than Deadpool.
What do we got next?
Slop.
Batman versus Superman, the Ultimate Edition, though, specifically.
All right, I'll let Alan start us off here.
Listen, based off of what's been amazing, I'm going good, but there should be a tier between them. But I'm going good.
You know, I've agreed with a lot of things Cash has said so far, so I'll put it in solid for you, Cash.
What? How's that helping him?
It's better than Slop.
Um,
Ryan, what do you got?
I'll go good for the Ultimate Edition.
Have you seen the Ultimate Edition,
theatricals-
Alex?
I have not
Theatrical
seen the
slot.
Ultimate Edition.
Time to wake up. Go watch it.
Tell them the screen theater.
You know where I'm putting it.
Oscar.
It's slop.
All right, so
I'd
I
say
think
good,
it's
then.
good.
Have
I
you
think
seen it,
it's
Oscar?
good. Good.
Above First Class, that is.
Dude, First Class is not that good.
It's not. It's almost
It's
mid.
better
Honestly-
than. It's better than everything in
First
Solid.
Class
and
should
it's-
be up here.
No,
Mm-mm.
First Class
I did
should
not
be
think y'all would
good.
put BBS as high. I'm kind of happy about that.
It's a good movie.
I see this as a win.
I've
I
not
thought
seen the
people,
Ultimate
like,
Cut.
I thought
get
people
it,
would put it
slop.
in flop. So
Oscar,
Slop.
start us off with Apocalypse.
Slop.
Cash.
abysmal dog shit.
Ryan.
Solid.
I think it's like slightly above Slop, but it's not good enough to put into solid, so I'm fine with either or. If I need to be the deciding vote, I'll vote, but it's either or. Alan, what do you got?
I'm in the same mindset as you, where it's like not total slot, but looking at this and what's in solid, it's slot.
Yeah, it's, I'm fine with either. I'll let you make the
Okay.
call.
Slop.
I'll go slot.
All right.
That's fine. And the cast is good enough to make it solid, but I'm not going to be mad at it.
All right. Alan, start us off with Logan.
All right. I'm going amazing.
Ooh, hot take.
Close between amazing and masterpiece. I'm going to go amazing for now, but I could be persuaded to put this in the masterpiece. Brian, what do you got?
I'll also go amazing, but at
Cash.
the top.
Considering what's in masterpiece, this is definitely masterpiece.
That's fair.
It's
Oscar.
amazing. It's amazing.
You know what? I'm going to switch to masterpiece with Cash. He's right. It
Doesn't change anything.
Still three amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Still three amazing.
Never mind. It's amazing.
Alex, at least you know you did the right thing.
I did. I have peace in my heart.
Amazing.
Amazing.
All right,
That's
Oscar,
amazing.
start us off.
The best MCU film.
not
Not
ridiculous. That's not ridiculous.
Not ridiculous to say that.
Oscar, what do you got this in?
Amazing.
Cash?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't think it's as good as what's in amazing, so I'll go good.
Ryan?
Amazing.
I also vote amazing. Alan?
Amazing.
Amazing it is. For
Nice.
Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Nice. Above Guardians.
Nah, Guardians one's better.
No, it's not. Guardians 2 is better.
Nah.
Guardians 2.
It's close. It's close.
Guardians
Top
one's definitely better.
3 MCU movies right there. Guardians 2, and Guardians 2.
It's not a big enough difference that I'm going to argue.
That's true.
What do we have next?
Dog shit.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Why don't Oscar
Oh,
start
God.
us off? Do the right thing, Oscar.
Slop.
Cash,
Good.
Brian,
Slop.
flop as well. Alan, what do you got?
I'm going solid.
No
Flop it.
way. There's 3
Flop it
slops.
is.
What is wrong with you people?
Next to
Oh, come
Fan
on,
Forsic,
man.
it's crazy, bro.
Next to those 2 movies is crazy.
The
That's
fact that
crazy.
the fact that I'm agreeing with Oscar though does have me questioning some things.
This movie's
Wait,
better.
hold on,
actually.
Alex.
That's
It's better
not
than-
ridiculous
Alex,
to say,
hold
though.
on, Alex. I can persuade you real quick. It's better than First Class, right?
Nah, it's
No.
not.
It
Why do you
is,
hate
though.
First Class?
It's just so
First Class is
mid, bro.
good, but it's not that.
It's
It's
slop.
the borderline 3-star movie. That's what it is.
What do we got next?
Justice League.
Oh, okay,
not,
slop.
not the Zack
Alan,
Agreeable
start us
slop.
off.
Listen, bro. I don't think this movie is that horrible, but I'm going slop just because.
I vote slop. Ryan, what do you got?
Slop.
Cash.
Go to Oscar. I don't want to talk about this movie.
Slop. Easy slop.
We have our first unanimous slop. No, sorry, second.
Hell
unanimous
yeah.
slop. Second unanimous flop.
Avengers Infinity War.
Oscar, start us off.
Good.
Amazing.
Cash. Ryan,
Amazing.
I vote amazing as well. Alan,
Amazing.
amazing it is. Next we have Deadpool 2. Alan, start us off.
Amazing.
Good, but I could maybe be persuaded. Ryan,
Solid.
Cash,
Amazing.
Oscar.
Slop.
So what's it end up in good? Does it end up in
That's
good?
true. That's
Two
wild.
amazing,
Slop is
one
wild.
good, one solid, one slop. Oscar,
Alex, you
look
gotta-
at all the
you're the
stuff in
swing
slop
vote here,
and tell
Alex.
me it's as good as that.
You got to come through.
It's slop.
Come on, it's solid at least.
Hell
Look at
no.
the ones below that. That's crazy.
No, if
It's
it's going
solid.
solid, I'll change my vote to amazing.
No, don't.
Oh, hold on.
That's
Right now,
3
if you don't-
amazings. That's 3
if you don't-
amazings.
yeah, if you don't change your vote, it's
No.
good. But if you change it, it's an
Don't
amazing.
No.
dare put it in amazing. It is no. It's
It
It's not
belongs
amazing.
in good. It belongs in good.
Okay, I'm fine with
That's
that.
where it's going.
Considering the other ones and amazing, I'm fine with that.
it's
Yeah.
slop.
I
It's
think
on the
it's not
same
on the
level as
level of most
Apocalypse
of
and
these.
Homecoming.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's
with
much
that.
better than Homecoming.
Way better than Homecoming.
Yep.
Both are slop.
Next
Venom
we have
1.
Venom. Alan, start us off.
Listen, this movie's overhated. I think it's stupid and fun. I'm going good.
Venom 2, I would say that this is slop.
I'm all for the fun of Venom. Venom 2 is good. This is slop.
I agree. Venom 2 is way better. Cash,
It features Tom Hardy. Instant good.
Oscar,
1 second. Solid.
So we got 2 good, 2 slop, 1 solid.
all right, so solid it is.
Guess so.
Surprised I
Okay.
thought that would get pretty solidly slop. What's next?
Into the
Masterpiece.
Spider-Verse.
Masterpiece. Get it up there.
Oscar, start us off.
I'm gonna say it's like top of amazing.
Cash,
Masterpiece.
Brian,
Top of amazing.
I vote masterpiece. Alan, you're the side of
Masterpiece. Yeah,
the
Hell
It is.
yeah.
it's better than all
Where
the
are we
ones up
putting it?
there. So
This is such a Spider-Man.
Top.
All
number
of them?
one. Number one. Better than all of them on that.
Spider-Man
All of
3 is
them are?
better. Spider-Man 3 is better.
It's the best Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man 3.
That's
I take
ridiculous.
all the Raimi trilogy over that film.
Wait, are these supposed to be ranked?
No, they're
Mm,
just they're like
I think we're
Nah.
ranking at the end, but
Because if they are, you have it backwards. So I'd hope not.
it's in the perfect order right now, and Rises is like 50
No, it's
feet
not.
below
Batman
those other
Returns-
5.
Batman Returns is better than the whole Raimi trilogy.
Sickening.
I forget. Let's move on.
All right, what do we got?
Endgame.
What is that?
Endgame.
Endgame.
Alan, start us off.
I mean, Infinity War is an amazing. I gotta put it in amazing as well. So
You know what? I'm going
I thought you
masterpiece.
were gonna say something different.
Hmm.
What?
It was a cinematic event. I had such a great time with this movie. Yeah, I'm putting masterpiece. Ryan, what do you got?
It's solid, good. No, good. I'm putting it in good.
Dash,
Amazing.
Oscar.
Good.
All right.
Sounds like amazing. We got one masterpiece, two amazing.
High good. It's
so
high
much better.
good. Oh no.
It can be at the bottom of amazing, but
Oh dear.
What's next?
Hey, y'all are the ones that saturated
Dark
good
Phoenix.
with poop. So
slop.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Are we just all voting slop?
Slop.
that's
Oh, wait,
Slop.
I
Yeah,
vote
we'll
solid. It's still going in slop.
Slop.
Wait, no, I'll change it to slop actually. That movie is stinky. I want to.
The only quality is that it's the only movie that not make my top.
Bro had a
Took
lot
no
of change of
persuasion.
heart. Oh my god.
1 second
so
later,
bad.
changes his mind.
It's so bad.
It has one redeeming quality, and that's the only one that doesn't make Cyclops a bitch. But other than that, it's slop.
I think the
good
Quicksilver
cast.
scenes are cool, but that's about it.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
Joker.
Oscar, start us off.
Solid.
Dash,
Solid. No.
Solid.
Wait. Good.
Ryan.
Solid.
Good.
I vote solid.
Amazing.
Ryan
Amazing.
votes amazing. Alan.
Masterpiece.
Oh wow, this is really divided.
Is it good then?
I guess it's good. Yeah.
Whoa,
How?
whoa.
Wait, can we Oscar? How are you saying this is solid?
Because it is.
Better than solid.
No.
What do you have it rated?
3.
I have it at 3
Okay,
as
fair
well.
enough.
Hold on, what did you give it, Alex? A good?
I gave it. I put it in solid. I have it at a 3.
You have solid. Oscar said solid. Ryan said good. And you're okay. That good's fine.
No, I said amazing.
Oh, you said amazing.
I think like 3.5 is good. I think 3 and 2.5 is solid.
Yeah.
So this is good then.
Yeah, I would say.
Loaded
I'm
cash,
fine
though.
with good, but it should be amazing enough.
Okay. The new music.
Flop, poop, make a new
I've
tier,
seen it,
make a new tier.
I mean, it's better than everything in Slop.
That's insane.
No. Homecoming
It's not better than
clears
Probably
New
better
Mutants.
than this. Apocalypse is definitely better. I haven't seen it, but
I'd
New
have it.
Mutants is like.
I think it's borderline Slop and solid.
It has to be slop. If these are
Homecoming
slop.
looks like The Godfather Part 2 in that.
Yeah, it does. It really
it
does.
really does. Honestly, now honestly,
Bro,
Not
we
much
should
of
move that to
achievement.
solid. We should move
Not
that to
much
solid.
No,
achievement.
this
now
is better than
it's
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
That's
We'll put it in
crazy.
Slop.
All right, what's next?
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I haven't seen it. Alan, start us off.
Amazing.
I haven't seen it. Ryan,
It's good.
Cash,
Amazing.
Oscar.
So if I say solid, which it is, that means it goes in amazing. But if I say it's good, that means it's equal. So what happens then?
I
don't
think.
know.
I guess
Say
we
anything
could
with slop. It's going in good.
I'm gonna say good, even though I don't think it's good. I think it's. Well, I do. It's a 3-star, but I think it's solid. But I'm gonna say good, just so it balances it out. What do we do then?
I think we
can
flip
flip
a
a
coin.
coin.
You got a coin?
Snyder cut goes in good.
Wait, I
Hold
gotta.
on.
I'll
It's
get
not
like a
Google.
just a.
Hey Theory,
top
flip a coin.
thing.
Flip
We
a
got to
coin.
know who's what.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot about that. Okay. Heads for heads for amazing. No, wait. Tails for amazing. Heads for good. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. We go with
Okay.
that. Hey Siri,
Please
flip
be
a
heads.
coin. Hello. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Damn, we got the government listening to you.
Heads. So good.
Hey.
I didn't hear
Listen.
shit, but I believe you.
Well, you saw it. Why would I lie about the option I don't want?
No, I know. I thought I believe
Guys,
you.
Squad.
Guys, I'm using my token. Put this in masterpiece.
I'm
Are
totally.
you
fine with
actually?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm using my token on that. I mean, I don't
No,
think I can't
that's
think
not
of any other
ridiculous
ones.
to say. It's not ridiculous to say that.
That's like the movie Alan's the most passionate about. I feel like that he brings up all the time. So
Real quick,
I
just
did
so
not
we
know you
know,
loved it that much.
Oscar, what would
Top
you?
10.
I would have put it borderline amazing good.
Cash,
amazing, borderline masterpiece.
Ryan.
Amazing.
I would have said amazing, but I have no problem with it being a masterpiece.
Like with Spider-Man 3 and masterpiece, then it's easily masterpiece.
Stop bringing up Spider-Man 3.
You are right.
Yeah.
Dude, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Look at that.
It really
Look at
does.
that
No,
lineup.
it doesn't.
Look at
It
that.
fits in perfectly. The
Dark Knight Rises.
best one.
It's like the clown with the army marines, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's Dark Knight Rises.
Bro's
That's what
not
I'm
on the
talking
team.
When we post this, I'm honestly curious if more people comment about Spider-Man 3 Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 3. People haven't rewatched Rises, so they have the copium of thinking it's good.
Yeah.
I love seeing
We
people
have
in
the
the sewers for
intelligence of
40
knowing.
fucking minutes. Oh my god. I still like the movie, by the way. God.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Alan, start us off.
Oh man, this is hard. That's what she said.
What do you mean by that?
Listen, it's better than some of the ones in Amazing, so I'm calling it Amazing.
I go amazing as well. Ryan,
Amazing.
Cash,
Yeah, it's a lot better than what's in good. So amazing.
Oscar,
Solid.
amazing it is.
I take Blade, Kick-Ass Batman, Batman Forever, X-Men, Man of Steel, and Winter
Deadpool.
Soldier all over No Way Home. That's crazy.
All right, next up, just put it in masterpiece.
Masterpiece,
Yeah,
yeah.
masterpiece.
Straight
You don't have
away.
it in masterpiece, get off the podcast.
Straight into masterpiece.
Does anyone not have this at masterpiece?
I hope not.
All right, good.
I mean,
Everyone-
No one's that stupid. No
I have
one's
it
that
at
stupid.
4.5, but comic book wise, it's masterpiece.
Unless someone wants a knuckle
Put
sandwich,
that at the
it better
top.
be a
Wait, hold
masterpiece.
on. Put that at the top. We all agree that's the best one.
Yeah, easily.
No,
it's the
no, no,
best
no.
one. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
perfectly in between Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man.
No, let's
Majority
vote. Let's
rules.
vote.
Me,
Let's vote.
Cash, and Alan
Let's
all
vote.
that's
Let's
the best
vote.
one.
Let's vote.
Yeah, that's
That's
3-1.
one.
That's 3-1.
It's
That's
3-2. It's 3-2.
Put it at the top. Quick.
Put it at the
Yeah.
top.
Keep going. It hurts.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
Keep
We're not
going.
continuing
Yeah.
until it goes. We're not continuing until you
It hurts, Ryan. It hurts.
Should I use my token on it?
He's so much shade right now.
Using a
Yeah,
token in the
Catch
team.
calories. There it is.
Yep. Oh,
Come on, boys.
very nice.
Dark Knight Rises and Suicide Squad stick out like a sore thumb.
Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it?
Morbius.
All right, I vote Masterpiece. 2 votes for Masterpiece. Ryan, what do you have it at?
It's slop. It's slop. I can't put it any higher.
What's your vote?
It's slop.
Slop.
Vote for Ash is the deciding vote.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
All right.
Oh,
and-
really?
No.
Wow, you're
Okay,
missing
I'll be
out.
honest. It's slop. Listen, I left the theater. This movie, like my life force got taken away. Like after I got out, it was crazy. Like I didn't feel anything. So yeah.
I actually haven't seen it. I just thought it'd be funny if it was a masterpiece.
Then yeah, slop.
Oh dear.
What's next?
Doctor Strange 3.
This is
What do you mean?
bordering amazing.
What's that? Multiverse?
Yeah.
This is high good.
Oscar
Yeah,
votes
I
for-
agree.
High good.
Solid.
Ryan.
No, is he gonna use it?
Alan, what's your vote? I vote solid.
You think it's masterpiece? I don't think it matters.
I'm using my
Yeah, it's a
token.
masterpiece on Spider-Man 3.
No,
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 then.
Spider-Man 3 somehow got the vote.
No, Spider-Man
Yeah,
3
we-
get voted in.
What the hell?
Spider-Man 3 got
Yeah,
voted.
3. It got 3 masterpieces.
Okay. Seek help. Seek
Are
help.
you actually putting that in masterpiece?
That's
That's
crazy.
an illness, bro.
Wait, let me just have a double check. I don't need it.
You do realize you
better
you,
than
you
the
can
Dark
use your
Knight
token
Rises.
to put it anywhere.
Wait,
not
Oscar,
just in
Oscar, do you still have
Masterpiece.
your token?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You can choose to put it anywhere. I don't think it belongs
Okay,
in
I'll put
Masterpiece.
it here, not to ruin the tier
Dude, it's
list.
touching the Batman. Move it.
Get it a couple spots over at least.
Dude, it's gonna catch
on.
it. It's gonna catch the bat. Move it.
All right, that's same.
It's gonna catch
It
the
is.
juice.
It is top 4 MCU.
No, it's not. That's a
Oscar, I think
Long
you're gonna
solid.
have to strike down someone's hopes and dreams and masterpieces. Is all I'm saying.
It's
with your
definitely
token.
top 2 Doctor Strange.
And no, it's
It's top
I-
1.
I think I'd take it over Infinity War and Endgame.
What?
Yeah,
That's
that's
insane.
fun.
Endgame, not ridiculous.
Kuko?
Right, next one. Yeah,
What
again,
is
it's
it, Love and Thunder?
Definition of slop.
slop.
What is it? I can't say.
Love
Love
and
and
Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, slop.
I'll go
What's that
solid.
poster kind of gas though? Yeah, the movie's shit.
Yeah.
So bad.
Slop.
I guess it's just slub is fine.
Mm.
Yeah, it's slop.
More slop.
But I can't say.
Ant-Man.
Slop.
Slop.
Quantumania. Slop.
I'm fine with slub. I'd put it solid, but I'm fine with that.
The slop
You'd
of
put
all
the solid.
slops.
Crawl and slop.
It's like holding hands with first class.
No, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm fooling you. Masterpiece.
Guardians Free.
Amazing.
All right, Alan, what do you got?
Masterpiece.
I got
Masterpiece.
Brian, what do you got?
Amazing.
Dash.
Masterpiece.
That's 3.
Amazing.
Masterpiece.
That's 3 masterpieces. Put it. Go.
I should have saved my token for that one.
Eyes Dark Knight Rises and Suicide Squad there. That's criminal.
Because
Suicide
the,
Squad
What are they
because
doing
the
there?
tier's called Masterpiece. That's why.
Dark Knight Rises is criminal. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying. You can use your token to strike down someone's hopes and dreams. Oscar.
Don't
That's
visit Oscar.
It's too late. You have to do it in the moment.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
The TV episode.
Oscar, start us off.
Amazing.
Dash.
Amazing.
Ryan.
Amazing.
I vote Masterpiece. Alan.
Good, but I think it's amazing. But I just want to say good to be lower than all of
It
you.
is.
It's already amazing.
Bro got it at 4.5. Saying good.
I do. You got me.
Madam Web.
Slop.
Flop. Haven't seen
I mean, it's slop, but it's yeah, it's slop. Do you know what? I think I have it like close to Homecoming.
That's sickening.
It's not
Mark.
ridiculous. It's better than these.
I haven't seen. What's next?
Last one, I'm pretty sure.
The last one.
The big one.
Nobody
I-
talk. I'm
Wait,
using my token
Hold your thoughts.
in slop.
Hold on, everyone. Hold your thoughts. We're going in order for this one. This is the big one. Oscar, start us off.
I'm using my token. Get it in slop.
That's crazy, bro.
We're
Bro
going
hates
straight.
fun.
Cash that.
Where in slop?
But what would you
The
vote?
bottom
Cash?
of slop. The bottom of
I
slop.
voted
Right,
amazing.
bottom of slop.
Cash, what would your vote be?
Amazing.
Ryan,
Slop.
Brent Slop. I'd vote good. Alan, what would you vote?
Amazing.
Alan, do you still have
Hell
your?
yeah.
No, I used that on Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I care
Alright.
more about that movie than that. So
All right, that wraps up our tier list. There's some atrocious picks on here. Please let us know what you agree with and disagree with. I'm sure there's a lot you disagree with, so please let us know in the comments below. Probably a bad time to ask you to subscribe, but why don't you tell everyone where they can find you and just all your stuff.
Oh yeah. On all platforms, pretty much Cash the Butcher and Film Scoop. That's the podcast. Also, last thing I wanted to say, Oscar, how does it feel being the only person who used his token for negativity?
Absolutely wonderful.
That's Oscar.
I had that
I hope
look in
you
my
all
mind the
concur
entire
tonight.
time, waiting to the end. This is
Look
gonna
at all
be
of
no
us up at the
fucking
top
stuff.
having a good time.
That's evil. That's
I am
evil.
not having that touching
Oscar
getting
is
anywhere near
fun.
anything else
I'm an
but
Oscar
sloth.
the fun. Oscar thinks it's fun. Strikes again.
Party pooper Oscar in the comments.
Oh dear.
Alan, where can they find you, all your stuff?
Just YouTube, Spotify, Fistful of Films podcast. That's about it.
Like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think, and also subscribe to the Film Scoop podcast and the Fistful of Films podcast. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week with another episode.
Peace.